Okay. Good afternoon here to me. Good evening over there, and wherever you're. Good morning. Good morning. Good evening. Good afternoon. If some people in there, all around the world joining us, it's good evening to people in Liberia here. Good afternoon, and then it's still good morning to the people in the Eastern Standard Time, like Iowa, North Dakota, and all that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got the senator-elect here. He's our special guest here today for the next hour and a half. We're going to have a conversation with the senator-elect, and then we're going to open the lines, and people will respectfully call in with their questions and or their comments to the honorable man. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your senator-elect of the Grand Gedeh, Grand Gedeh County, Senator Thomas
Yaya
Nimely is going to be here today. We're going to have a fruitful discussion issue going on in our county, and we just want to know what's actually happening in our county. And he's going to give us an understanding of everything that went on during the recent riot and what led to the riot. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is your senator-elect, Honorable Yaya. How you doing?
Good evening. Good evening from my end.
Yeah. So how's your city? How's the city there?
Well, temperature was hot today, but things are okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm okay. We are okay. Happy New Year to all of you.
And the same to you too. So
thank you.
So what's your location right now? Are you in Monrovia, Zwedru?
I'm in Monrovia. Currently, I'm in Monrovia.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
You're gonna go back to Zwedru before you come for your inaugural program?
No, the time is very short. There are a couple of senatorial meetings that are being held in reference to the election of the president pro tempore. And so both the ruling party and the opposition party are now lobbying some of us to provide them support in electing the president pro tempore for the House of Senate. So I'm going to be here and maybe February 2nd or 3rd, then I will go back to Grand Gedeh to escort my late brother uh, to his final home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Mr. Honorable Yaya, can you give us a little honest idea about the county? How you left the county? How was the county when you left? Was the county in peace or chaos when you left the county? And when did you leave the county to go to Monrovia?
Um, Mr. Dewa, that the question you asked is a very good question. But I agreed to come to your studio today for the benefit of the Grangidians and those who are interested in the well-being of Grangida
Mm-hmm.
to know what has been happening. And I believe I would like for your first question to be, how did you get involved in this saga?
Yeah, I just
And
wanted
let
to know
me take,
how you left the county first. We're gonna go, Mr. Yaya. We're not.
well,
Yeah, we got.
that's true.
Was
This.
was the county calm when
I
you
left
left?
the county. I left the county calm. I left it very calm, and I left on the second or the third day after the demonstration. Before I left the county was very calm.
Okay, so
Yeah,
let's say you left the county around the 8th or 9th of December.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Thank you for that, Mr. Yaya. But Mr. Yaya, there are a couple of interview that I got here. I'm gonna play an interview of you while you were in Georgia, Grand County. The guys, I think
Sure.
after the riot that night, the same day or the next day, some journalists went to you and they met you and you had an interview. So with the
Right.
journalists were you there? I think you went to a couple radio station that the next day, and I got a little tip I'm gonna play here. But first of all, Mr. Yaya, I mean, when I listen to your interview here, and for the benefit of all those that are watching us, we actually wanted to know how we got uh, currently we had four current lawmakers, and then two others or three others were elected. Want to know how
Sure.
come the Honorable Yaya got involved in this whole issue concerning the riot, concerning the lady who is allegedly involved in the death of the honorable man. We wanted to know because there's also an audio here where we heard your voice talking to some supporters, calming them down. So we want to know how Mr. Yaya got involved in this. They did not call the other people. They didn't call other Granadians. How did they get Mr. Yaya involved?
Thank you, Mr. Dowo. I appreciate this question. And let's just go into it because the technology here with yours is not the same. So we want to make sure we just go into this thing here very quick.
Yeah.
I was in Grand Juda County, specifically in Swadru. The road to Monrovia from Grand Juda at the time was very, very bad.
Mm-hmm.
And my car could not come to Monrovia.
Okay.
Neither did I want to ride motorbike. So I started to wait, and we were trying to make arrangement to get flight to come to Monrovia.
Mm-hmm.
We got two flights here. One flight is charging $275, and it doesn't come until they can find passengers. The
Mm-hmm.
other flight the other flight is $150, a missionary flight. They only take medical emergencies. So I got stuck in Zwadru trying to find a way to get to Monrovia. So that very evening, it was probably like maybe about this hour here in Liberia by 5:30. Some young people from the Era Madison's family, as well as his political movement group, came to my party office. I was sitting under the tree with some people, and they came. They said, "We have a problem, and we need you to help us." So I said, "What is it?" And they said, um, Era Madison's family from the mother's side and the father's side have accused their daughter of playing a crucial role in the situation regarding the bewitchment of Madison Guion.
Mm-hmm.
And the family now is currently assembling at the traditional council's office to seek permission to go to take their daughter to Chiemenya to give her sasewu. But what we have noticed over the past couple of days, the discussion has not been as favorable as we will have it done. So we want you to help us. Chiemenya is not the recognized place in Grand Judah to give sasewu. We don't want them to take this young woman to Chiemenya because when they do so, there's a possibility of foul play.
Yeah.
So we want this thing to be transparent. So I said, so what is happening? They said, well, the family is assembling right now at the traditional council office. I said, well, let's go there. So I got in my car. They got on their motorcycles. And honestly, when we got there, the family were assembling, just as well as the crowd that were also assembling inside and outside of the traditional council. I think we probably met like 100, people there. So I entered the building, and the traditional council chairman saw me, and he said, "Well, thank God you came." But the family, the mother's family to Ira Malesi and Beatrice Guyon, they have not yet arrived, so we are waiting. So I said, "All right, we already here, so we'll wait." So we sat down, and then finally, Ira Malesi Guyon and Beatrice Guyon's mother's family, they all showed up. I think there were about 5 or 6 elderly men, maybe in their 70s and in their mid 70s, along with 2 ladies. They came up, and then they had their speaker, who is well known in Grand Judah, Israel. And then the father's family also came with I think 5 or 6 elders, maybe 1 lady. They also had their speaker from the family side. And the traditional council chairman said, we don't give permission to people to do sasewu. We don't give letter. On the other hand, if you want to give your daughter sasewu, we don't in Grand Judah we don't recommend Chiemenya or any other place. The only place we recommend people to go is Kunabo. So I would prefer that you go to Kunabo. So the speaker from the father's family, both Eroy and Beatrice Brion's family,
Mm-hmm.
said, well, whatever we take, we from the father's family will pay. We are willing to pay for us to go there. So I added my voice. So I said, well, I think it's going to be a good idea that you go to Kunabo, which is flat town. And I think for us to have a transparent process, we will need 2 family members from the father's side and 2 family members from the mother's side, as well as two members of the traditional council from the council to escort Beatrice Guyon to Kunabo Flat Town
Mm-hmm.
for the Sasewu. And the speaker from the father's side said, I will pay. Whatever it costs me, I will pay. So that's all right. Then if that is the case, then we don't have a problem. So you try and find a motorbike and you can go. So that's how they left. When they were going,
Did you go with
now
them?
we're talking about no. When they were going, there were supposed to be 7 persons. Because we're talking about two from east side along with Beatrice going on, then that's 7 persons.
Mm-hmm.
Once we agreed that this was going to happen, I left and went back to my house.
Okay.
Along with the Madison Guion family members and the support group, they all followed me. We went back to my party office. Um, on their way going to Kunabo, another elderly man from the mother side ju- jumped on the motorbike and followed the group and made them number 8 person. So they got to flat down Kunabo, and the people gave them sleeping places because by the time they arrived, it was at night. So that's all right. We'll give you sleeping places. This eighth person who was also an elderly man, probably in his late 70s, they gave him a sleeping place along with Beatrice Guillaume in the same house.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that report came from the report that they made after they came back, that they gave this man and Beatrice Guillaume sleeping places in the same place. At night, according to the report that came from there, at night this old man he went to the beginning of Flattown. You know, Flattown is a very small town. At night, he went to the beginning of Flattown, the entrance of Flattown. Then later on, he came back to Flattown. Then he went to the end of Flattown, leading towards Guyaglo. Then he came back. So the following morning, usually what happens is the traditional society will come out and I think give some warning, whatever, give some guideline, whatever the situation is, they perform. So they call this old man. They say, "Old man, uh, this is Kunabo Flat Town. What were you doing last night going up and down in our town?" So he said, "I went to defecate." So they said, "Well, how can you defecate and go uptown and defecate and come downtown and defecate at the same time?" "Well, we want to go see your defecation." The old man could not show any defecation. So the traditional society said, "Where you standing right now, I need a live goat. You got to bring a live goat." So the speaker who represented the mother's family came on and begged the traditional people and said, "I gave $3,500. I beg you, we are strangers in this town." So the people accepted the money and they said, "Okay, we're going to go on the road." And they went through all of their formalities and then they brought this as a wool and put this as a wool in the woman's eye in the morning hours. And they said it would be there until 2 o'clock. And that's a tradition, it's always, afternoon hours. So they by 2 o'clock they brought the woman forth and they brought the two representatives from the mother's family, two representatives from the father's family, two representatives from the traditional council, as well as the citizens that are in the town. So they look at the woman's eye. They carry the woman, they show her to the father's family. They took her and they carry her to the mother's family. They took her and carry her to the traditional council representative. And they took her and carry her to the town people. So they said, Sasiwu, this woman is guilty. Sasiwu catch her. So they carry her, they say, "Father's family, you look at your daughter eye." They say, "Yes, Sasiwu catch our daughter." They say, "Mother's family, you look at your daughter eye." They say, "Yeah, Sasiwu catch our daughter." Traditional council, you look at your daughter, you look at the woman, your brother, you look at her eye. They say, "Yes, Sasiwu catch the woman." They ask the woman say, "Yes, Sasiwu catch me." It's all right. We have completed our task. You can get on, go back to Sweden. So they brought them back to Sweden. When they came back to Sweden, the traditional council people called me. They say, Honorable Senator, the woman that we sent over there, that the family asked to go and the family escorted, she has come back. So please come. This is something we all started. I said, fine, I'm interested. So Era Madison's young family, along with the movement group, they followed me. We went there and we sat down. And the representative from the mother's side uh, made his report. He made a report and said, "We carry our daughter." He gave a detailed report for like almost 15, 20 minutes and said, "We carry our daughter, but as we grab her." But the worst thing that happened there that disgraced me as a speaker of this family is my uncle who was not part of the delegation. The uncle followed me and while the Congress Society was confronting him, he defecated in his clothes in the public. And I had to pay $3,500. But I'm not sure why this man followed me because his activities, it seemed, according to the people, he was planning to honor my this as a rule the following day. And the people grabbed him. So he really disgraced me, but as far as I can say, Sasewu grabbed my daughter. So they asked the father's family. They make him out. He said, "I concur with what my brother from the mother's family said." So they said, "All right." Now, so they said the woman should go back inside. I said, "No, the woman shouldn't go back inside. She has a right to speak." So I said, "You ask her. She shouldn't just get up and go back inside because of what all of you have said." So they asked her. They said, "Beatrice going on, yeah, what can you make of the Sasewu? Then she said, well, I don't know. The people say Sasewu catch me, but I don't feel like that Sasewu catch me. So they said, well, have you seen your eyes? Because right, you're standing before us now, and nobody look at your eyes like Apollo catch the person. She said, well, I don't feel like it. At that moment, Mr. Double, the crowd that was outside has piled up to 500. The
Hmm.
people outside started yelling. They started yelling. So I right immediately I panicked and I said, "Ma, sit down. Come right under the table." And she came right under the table and sat down to make sure that somebody don't throw anything at this woman through the window because the windows were open. The place was so heated up. So we opened up all the windows. So she sat down and I said, all right. Um, the traditional councilman said, all right, here is your daughter. So the mother's family say, father family, that your wife, you carry your daughter. They say, no, we can't carry her. That your born, that your daughter, that your born. So we saw, all right. The traditional council said, all right, what we'll do, let the lady sleep here tonight. Let her sleep here tonight. We want to have conversation with her. So she left there, we left and went home. When we got home, late in the evening, the deputy police commander came to my house. He came, he said, Chief, we got a problem. So I said, what is the problem? He said, the woman that is in there, the poor, if she sleep there tonight, they will kill her. So I said, what? Well, I forgot something. So this old man, when they reported on the woman, so I said, yeah, bring the woman. So they brought the woman. They brought the woman. I said, oh man, were you on the delegation? He said, no. I said, then why did you go? And he could not explain why he went. So I said, all right, this is your behavior. So what will happen now? We have to take you to Gaglo along with your daughter.
Hmm.
At this very time, when they say who caught this woman and they you say yes left them and came to Zwedru. This woman Beatrice Guyon Auntie, according to what the family said, she died. She had a heart attack. I don't know whether that heart attack or stroke, whatever it is. She died, or whether she had an existing illness. She died. So they said, well, this woman Auntie died. So I said, all right, then let's go home. So we went home, and that's when the deputy police commander came and said, something is happening. We want you to come and help us. So I said, what you need to do, I can't just get her happy. That's not my job. What you do, let's take this woman. You are the police, you all take this woman, take her to the correction palace, let her spend the night there until tomorrow. He said, no, we can't. We and the traditional council don't work together. So I said, holy Moses, the traditional council and the police don't work together? He said, yes. Traditional council is an independent entity. So I said, then how did you formulate the constitution of this country? How did you do that? Because the constitution of this country has a foundation. The foundation starts from the family, the husband and wife, and the children. This is where they started making the first laws before it comes to the community, and then finally it goes to the institution. So you didn't look into that to take anything from that to add into the constitution. So we are just living on plagiarism. We copy different people's constitution and we live on it. So well, actually, I'm just telling you what the law says. So let me call my police commander. So he called police commander, and police commander confirmed it. He said, no, traditional council don't work with the police. The police don't work with traditional council. So we cannot take we cannot take this woman to prison compound. We cannot take this woman to the prison compound.
Yeah, yeah,
So I said,
yeah. Okay, let me just set the camera down. Yeah, the phone down. Then okay, yeah, the noise going away. Quiet.
so so they cannot take this woman to the prison compound. So I said, all right. So he said, please do. Because if we don't take this woman, we don't find a solution, they will kill this woman tonight. So I said, okay, let's go back there. When we got back there, there was no room, no space to enter that traditional council house. There was no space. The crowd, the noise, the threats, so many things were happening. So many things. So,
Go ahead, sir. Sir. You should go to mommy. Go ahead, Bob.
so when I got off my car, my people who escorted me there, they made way, they opened up the crowd, and the crowd saw me. Oh yeah, oh papa, yeah, oh papa, yeah, oh papa, yeah. So I climbed the first stairs and I turned around to the crowd and I said, gentlemen, my dear family members, I'm about to go into this traditional council hall to talk to the people in there. Please be patient with me. When I come back, I will talk with you. And they said, yeah, Baba, no problem. So I entered the hall. I entered the hall with the deputy police commander and his OPS. So we entered the hall and I said, where's the woman? He said the woman is in the room. So I went into the room. I said, Beatrice, do you know what's happening up there? And he said, yeah, the people want to kill me. I said, all right. But we'll try to get you out of this place. Because if we take you to your house and ELRZ, they will follow you. If we take you to Chiamenyan, they will follow you. The only thing I can do right now is to take you to the traditional council hall so that we can have a conversation.
Well, we're having some a little bit of trouble here. I think the internet
For your
having.
protection. You and your uncle will take you there tonight. You will not sleep here. So we came outside the police commander. The police commander was trying to talk to the woman. The old man was so confused. He was so confused. So I said, leave the old man alone. He's not well right now in his mind. So we came back to the traditional council in the hall. So I said, these two people cannot sleep here tonight. We got to find a place for them. So what we need to do is you take them to Kunebo. Y'all go to Kunebo, take them there, talk to the old man. Mr. Double, in order for somebody to go to Kunebo Gayaglo, you have to volunteer or your family members will have to take you and you have to pay 30,000 Liberian dollar, which is probably about $150. You go with a white chicken and some other requirements. So there were no $30,000. The people would not have accepted this woman anyway. But it was a place that they could have gone to provide that safety and security until we find a better thing to do.
Mhm.
So so I said, y'all take them tonight. They shouldn't sleep here. The family came and they said, okay, we'll do that. So I left. I went back home. We slept thinking that they have already gone. The next day in the morning, the policeman called me. He said the people didn't go. They had problem. The crowd got up back to got up back around the traditional council hall. I pick up in the morning about maybe 10, 11 o'clock. I went there again. When I went there, I met the crowd there. So I said, what's happening? Why is it that this woman didn't go? If I'm looking, they say, we didn't have the money. That's all right. If you didn't have the money, do you have the money now? They say, yeah, we got the money now. So, okay, if you have the money now, then you'll take the woman out of here. We don't want trouble. But Gaglo is a very small town. And when you go there, the place can be very crowded with witchcrafts and their families. So what you do now, you're not taking two representatives again. The mother's family come up with one person, father family come up with one person, traditional council come up with one person. So you're trying to take the woman out of here so we can't have trouble on our hands. So, but I come back again. When I spoke to the woman that night and I came out, then I called for the attention of the crowd. And I said, I can understand your frustration and I can understand how you feel up to this time. Grand Judah has been going through too many things. So from the way I see you angry, I can understand that. But when you kill this woman tonight, then we will not have the solution that we are looking for. We're looking for medicine to heal your medicine brain. We are not looking to lynch anybody right now. You kill this woman, if this woman has any role to play in your medicine there, then maybe she might have an idea what the remedy to his problem could be. So don't try killing this woman. Please go home. You have elected us to find a solution to this problem. We know that these problems have been going on for a long time in Grand Gedeh County. And there had not been, the system has not been listening to our problem. So y'all go home, y'all leave it to us. We'll follow up on this thing. But let me say this to you. A witch doesn't normally work by himself or by herself. There's always a connection. There's probably a bigger fish that is connected to this woman. Because for this woman to just come out, she's a Beatrice Guyon, to go and poison her own cousin or brother, Ira Madison Guyon, there has to be some kind of connection. Every witch trial in Grand Judah here, the only person that can get to you is your family member. Pele man does not kill crime. Fuller man, Loma man does not kill crime. It's always a family member from the crown family that will reach that wish to you. And everybody, yeah, papi, yeah, papi, that's true. So I said, if you know this, like I know, then don't kill this woman. Because this woman could have, the Sasewu could have caught her for different reasons. So don't kill her. Let's go and go into a full investigation and find out what this problem is. So we're going to get this woman out of here tonight. She will go to Gaglo and we keep her there. And if there's a possibility, the people there will question her and see what information we can get to help to heal Ira Madison William. And they said, okay. By the time I left that place, a lot of them already left. They went home. So that's how the following day now, that's how they called me back again and said the woman didn't go. So when I told them, I said, y'all bring one person each, plus the woman and the old man, they could have been 5. They found the money. But something interestingly happened there. When I told the traditional council chairman, I said, we need one person from the traditional council to go. The traditional council chairman said, no, I'm not sending anybody from my group. So I said, why? He said, because the first people that went to Flattown, my people didn't eat it. They never fed the people, and they didn't get their money. So the fellow near me who was part of that delegation, the fellow said, Chief, when the poor fed us, he said, shut up. He said, but I went with the people. I'm telling you that the people fed us and they gave us money. I said, shut up. You're not going anywhere. So then I came to myself. And I said to the traditional council chairman. So I said, Chairman, he said, yeah. I said, you're trying to put sand in this farino. He said, Chief, I said, yes. You are putting sand in this farino. You have to tell me what the purpose of the traditional council is in the county. I am telling you right now, this is a project you have started. You must complete it. You don't get me involved in anything that cannot be completed. I am leaving this hall right now. If you don't send one person from your council to go with this woman to protect her, when I come back, I will close this council forever. Then it means you don't want to be here. And I don't give a fish who is going to fight me. So I got up and I got outside, entered my car. He ran behind me. He said, Chief, I will send somebody. I understand what you say. I said, fine. So that's how they were able to pray. While they were planning to leave or leaving, the court had written a letter called a habeas corpus. And they said that the woman living body must be produced, before 12 noon. If this woman's living body is not produced before 12 noon, the county inspector will be incarcerated.
Hmm. Oh, the internet, the internet, the internet, the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that are joining us, this is Honorable Thomas Yaya, the Senator-elect of Grand Gedeh County, explaining and giving us more detail about what happened in Grand Gedeh County during the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Go ahead, Senator.
So the woman left. When the woman left on that day, we all went home. By 11 o'clock at night, somebody came to my house. They brought a guy my friend, my cousin, my chairman that sleeps with me in the house, woke me up 11 o'clock. I think it was probably 11 or 10:30, somewhere around that time. And woke me and said, Chief, open the door. I want to talk with you. When I entered the house, he said, what? When he said, what? I said, tell her to stop calling me.
Yeah, that is start calling me.
So
interfering with.
I said, you said what? He said, Ira Madison is dead. I said, how you got the information? He said, the honorable representative of Kunawa district is crying bitterly right now. I said, what? So I got out. So I got out. Um, and then I said, well, to myself, I said, well, if Ira Madison is dead, then there is no need to question the woman. So I called another person I provided motorbike at that hour. And I said, go to Kunabo now. The people, nobody should question that woman. Let them bring her back. Ira Madison is already dead. There's no need. So they went to Kunabo. And they told the parties there, the old people that got it done, they said, Tomo Yaya said, nobody should question this woman. Y'all bring her back to Soweto. So they brought the woman back. When they brought the woman back, the following morning, that afternoon, when they brought the woman back, um, then the mother's family member who rode with this woman called me from Bandra and said, the woman I on a motorbike, we are right here in Bandra. So I said, well, the government is looking for this woman. So I called the county inspector. I said, I learned that the government says they want this woman. He said yes. So he said, yeah, that's why myself I'm hiding because I don't even know where the woman is. I don't want to bring myself openly before they arrest me and go to jail. Then I will not know how to find this woman. So I said, well, you don't have to hide. I know where the woman is. So, but the woman is in Boundary. So let's see how we can get this woman to town. Coincidentally, right within that time, um, the judge called me, Judge Wise called me and said, oh, he said, can you come to the court? So I said, are you subpoenaing me? He said, no, you my former classmate. Actually, we are former classmates from the 12th grade junior high. So he said, you my former classmate. We just need to sit and talk. I said, fine. So I got on motorbike. I went to the court. When I went to the court, he said, well, we wrote a letter, the happier scope to produce a woman living body. I said, who brought a complaint to you? So he said, the woman, I don't know, auntie, husband, something like that, or government from Gorabo. So he said, this is the man that brought the complaint. So I asked the man, I said, you brought a complaint to the judge? He said, yeah, the woman was being abused and blah, blah, blah. So, so I said, who, this and that. So I said, well, did you hear my name? I'm your daddy now. You go, man. I'm from Grio. You my daddy. When you heard that Thomas Yaya is part of this thing here, did you ever call me to get my attention? He said no. So I said, but how are you related to this woman? He said that they are married to the woman. And they say auntie, daughter, something like that. So I said, so you think you are a family member? You're married to the woman, auntie, daughter. Are you a family member? The woman's biological parents brought the woman and said, we believe that our daughter may have something to do with Ira Madison. They brought their own daughter and they want to take their daughter for Sasewu. And you coming from God, Rabbi, you say, what kind of business you own? So I said, all right, I'm not even gonna deal with you. Let's so I said, Josh, you see I want a woman, they say, I think I got a woman. He said, oh, you sure? I say I got a woman. So I pick up the phone. I call the fellow who riding with the woman cousin. I said, you got a woman. He said, I still got a woman within boundary, Kunabo boundary. I said, bring the woman to town. They said, no. The judge said, no, don't bring a woman. Let's ask the county attorney. County attorney, they want to bring the woman. County attorney said, no. Nobody should bring the woman. I said, then why you wrote the law? Why you wrote that letter, the habeas corpus? You all know that habeas corpus is a big law that you wrote. You say you want a woman living body. I got the woman. I said, I want to give the woman to you today. You say, no, you don't want a woman. You say, the county attorney said, you bring that woman here. Myself, my life is on the line. The whole of Zwadu don't want to see that woman. So, deputy police commander said, but the county attorney now want to see the woman, the highway, where I will carry the woman. I'm not taking the woman. So I said, George said, no, the judge wrote out habeas corpus and they brought it to me to sign. So I signed. So I said, listen, I got work to do. I'm not part of this. You deal with your law. So the judge said, my brother, let's go talk. So when we talk, we hung head and he said, what do you suggest? I said, if you want to, then we gotta call in the AFL. Let's call in the AFL, let AFL go and meet the woman, pick her up from boundary and bring her. So he said, well, it's a good idea. So they called the army commander. He came in. By that time, we're running up to 4:30 now. So they called the commander. The army commander came. Army commander said, I cannot make that decision by myself.
Somebody, yeah,
Listen,
yeah,
it's running.
somebody, yeah, go ahead. Somebody calling your phone. That's a problem. But go ahead, we get it.
Okay. So So they called the army commander. Army commander said, well, I have to call Monrovia. So he called Monrovia. While they were calling Monrovia, I said, well, right now it's about 4:30. By the time the woman comes from Boundary to come here, the court will be closed. You guys will be going home. So what we need to do between you and the county attorney judge, somebody found $20 US, give it to the county inspector, let them send mobile money to this place so that the people can eat. When they eat, and tomorrow morning, the army can go and meet them halfway. So they said, all right. The judge said, they said, county Anthony said, I don't have money. So judge said, all right, I will send $20 there. So they were able to send $20 to the woman in her group for them to eat. So I called the cousin or the uncle that riding the woman. So I said, you stay there. But when I called him, he said, Chief, the people in Boundary said the woman shouldn't sleep here tonight. So I said, all right. They have their own reason. It's a very good reason. The whole of Grand Jida don't want a woman right now. So what we do, just act like you are coming to Swedru, but don't come to Swedru. Slow down on the road and wait for like 10, 11 o'clock and go to Bible. When you go to Bible, but if it's 10, 11 o'clock midnight, people may not notice this woman here. So that's what you would do. But don't bring her at this hour because the people are not willing. Nobody willing to touch this woman here. The law is not even willing to touch this woman. So let's try to do what we can. This is your blood relative here. Let's do what we can to protect her. So he said, all right. So I said, well, just sleep around there. They want to send you some money. Find a way your cook and eat. Then we see what we do from there. So he waited until like 1 o'clock in the morning, and quietly he brought the woman to Zwedru and gave her a sleeping place. Early in the morning, by 9, 10 o'clock, that I didn't even know now whether they were in Zwedru or not. They called the army because I had given the information to the county inspector, and I said, County inspector, you now this you take over because you are the supervisor to the traditional council in local government. So that's your responsibility now. You take over that. They will call you, they will get you the money, you feed your people tomorrow morning, you connect them with AFL, let them go ahead and do what they gotta do. And that's what the county attorney did. And the army brought a woman, they went to the court. I guess I don't know whatever happened to the court. And that was the end of my role. Um but that night, when they said Ira died, and we brought the woman to town, by 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning or 7:30, somewhere around there. I don't normally wake up soon, so I didn't take note of my time that I actually woke up. I got a phone call from the deputy police commander, and he said, "Chief,
Who is it?
something.
Who is it? What's his name?
His name is Ato Javi.
I took you. Right.
Yeah. So, but actually on that day, let me recall myself. On that day, I was actually leaving Zwedru. Um, and so when he called, so I decided to. I said, okay, then I will come back. So I came back to Zwedru, and he said, Chief, they said there's a problem right now. If you don't come, so many people will die, including my officers. Please come back. Please come. But he didn't know that I actually left. So he said, please come. So I came back. Um, when I came back, I got on the quota. Then I started walking. By the time I could get to by the time I could get to the hotel that is adjacent to Senator Zupenu's house, the crowd that were there, there were more than 600. So coincidentally, the AFL and I arrived there at the same time. So while I was speaking with the crowd, um, then there's a little boy who sells scratch car. He got his little microphone they used to sell scratch car. He brought it to me and said, Papi, you can use this microphone so you can speak to us. And I said, fine. The crowd on both sides of the street, and in the middle of the street, we're talking about a crowd, 600 person or more. So I started to speak to the crowd, and I said, and when they saw me coming, they were making some positive comments like, "Oh, our papa coming. Oh, our papa coming. See, papa we sorrow. We did not take you soon. We didn't see you soon. Papa we sorrow." So when I got it, I said, "Yo, thank you. Yo, thank you. Let me have your attention. Yo, thank you. Let me have your attention." It took me more than 5 minutes before I could get the attention of the crowd. And then I said, "I understand how you feel. I understand how you feel. But don't do this again. Because if you start damaging this place, you know how long it will take us to repair all the damages before we start talking about the development of this country. You're making the job more difficult for us. And at the time I was speaking, all of them they were like, nobody, we don't want anybody to record it. We don't want anybody to record it. So that's how I spoke with them. I said, y'all leave. Please go home. Please go home and leave the job with us. Go home, leave this job with us. That's what I kept saying to them. So now the other crowd, they were against Senator Open's gate. So I turned around, I turned my back to this other side wall, and I faced them. While I was talking, then my chairman started to go closer to the AFL man. What AFL man had just decided to, um, um, take his weapon on safe. So he took his weapon on safe. When he took his weapon on safe, then Chris, my chairman advanced to him. He turned the weapon around and hit Chris with it on his chest. So I walked to him, and the deputy police commander was standing there. So I walked to him. I said, "Oh man, you got 30 rounds in that weapon, in that AK-47. You got more than 600 people here. When you use your 30 rounds, then what else will you do? Do you want me to go home so you can deal with these people yourself? Yeah, you are 3 army personnel here. You got more than 600 people. These are my people." So the deputy police commander came and said, "This is the senator-elect Thomas Yaya Nimely." I said, you don't have to go that route. So he said, "Chief, I'm sorry." I said, "You don't have to be sorry. Your role is not to come and torture people. That's not your role." He said, "Chief, sorry. They are my own people. I can't do harm to them." I said, "Fine." So I said, "Y'all go home. Please go home." Then I started to walk through the crowd. As I was walking through the crowd made an above face, and that entire 600 some more people, they all followed me on the Kota Road. They followed me on that Kota Road. We got to the next crowd in front of Samuel Kanyando's house. We met another crowd there, probably about maybe 7,500. I spoke with them. They joined the 600 crowd, and we got to a triangle. We met another crowd there. So we bent over and we decided to go to Joyce Pharmacy. The other crowd at the market, towards the market, holding shovels and sticks. When they saw their fellow, they started running, coming more than 300-400. They started running, coming. So the children said, "Chief, the children there, they're good are coming. They are angry crowd. They're coming to hurt you." I said, "No, they're not coming to hurt me. They're coming here to listen to me." So I said, "But they will come. Let's go to Joyce Pharmacy because the crowd that is there is much bigger." So we went to Choice Pharmacy. We got there, we met over 600 people as well. So I started to talk to them. While I was talking with them, the other crowd that came from the market, um, they came and they joined. I spoke with all of them. I said, "Y'all calm down. Y'all go home. Y'all go home. Don't make this job difficult for us. If you are interested in Ira Madison's death, the more you destroy, the more we're going to forget about Ira Madison's death. We're going to start focusing on the destruction that you have caused. So don't do that." So while we were going, the other children said, "Y'all drop your weapon. Y'all drop your weapon." So the children started throwing away their shovels and cutlasses and sticks. They dropped everything. And they follow us. We passed in front of right in front of at the back of Cali football field. We got in front of Cash Hotel. We got on the road. We started heading towards Ira Madison's office. And when I looked behind me, almost more than 2,000 persons were behind me. They all follow me. All the streets were clear. They followed me until we got to Ira Madison's house. We got there under a plum tree. I stood on the bench and I spoke for 30 minutes. Within that period now, all of us, some of us started crying. Myself, I started crying. It took me a couple of minutes before I could come to myself. And I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, go home. Go home. There's nothing you can do about this. Ira Madison is there. Go home." Go home. I kept begging, please go home. Please go home. Then one Kunawa lady came to me and she spoke Kunawa and said, Baba, if you don't go, they will stay here. That you won't see, so you gotta go. So I said, all right. I said, go home. I'm leaving now. I want the streets to be clear. So I got on the motorbike. I went home. In the course of in the course of 30 minutes, I see another motorbike by in the street. The streets were cleared. The streets were absolutely cleared. And that evening, the deputy police commander came back to my house and said, Chief, I don't know how you did it, but thank you very much. You did very well. I said, well, they are my people. They will listen to me. So that how the streets were clear. The following morning, I called Senator Zopeno and I said, Senator, I'm sorry for what happened to your property. So he said, well, you need to come to town so we can sit down and talk. I said, Coco, because this thing here we have to. I said, sure, I am coming to town. I'm coming to town. You saw right? So I said, I'm coming to town. Within the same period that I told him I'm coming to town, then he had already sent ERU, 12 ERU, that got stuck in the mud. At the same time that my car that was going to Monrovia, also they all slept in that mud. And the ERU, you know how people don't have a secret. They all start talking that Senators open send us. People, I mean, and they pay our way. They pay our way. They give us allowances to come, and we got names of people that we want to arrest.
One
So
minute,
the people,
1 minute, 1 minute, Mr. Honorable Yaya. You say when the ERU were coming, they got stuck with the road back, so they got stuck, and the
they,
ERU guys were making no comments.
they were making those comments. And the people that were in my car, they called me and they said, Chief, ERU on their way coming. Right after that, I started to hear some of the youth leaders that are in Israel. They also got the same information. They called me. They say, Chief, we heard that ERU is on their way coming, and they got a list of names that they are coming to arrest us. So I said, well, and the other man said, my name is all on the list. The other man called me after 10 minutes, said, my name also on the list. I said, if you don't have anything to fear, then, you don't have anything to fear. Then you don't have to run. But if you feel that your name is on the paper, then maybe you can leave the town. So he said, no, but I'm not part of it. I don't have anything to fear. So I said, fine. So the following day, I got on the plane and I came to Monrovia.
Okay.
So as far as I'm concerned, when I left Montreal, the place was calm. So
Okay.
that's the role that I play in that process.
Yeah. Thank you, Honorable, for the explanation and all that stuff and the role that you play. Thanks very much. People say thanks and
Thank you.
congratulations. I just
Thank
want
you.
to know because the lady went to the Chian side where she was in front of a fire or a little pot boarding. We saw the video while they were doing the boarding of the pot, and they took her to one other area again where she was explaining, and then the people all surrounding her. When they took her to Kunebo, was there any videotape or anything like a video coming from
No,
Kunebo, or
no,
is it a law
no,
that you can do a video in the Guy Law area or what?
no. Um, um, that you are talking about, I think what I heard, because it's a hearsay, so I only want to talk about what I did and what I saw.
Yeah.
But what I heard is
Hmm.
that they had taken this woman to this Chien Menye, is there where the pot boiling took place.
Yeah.
And when the pot boiling took place, a lot of the members from the father side, the family members from the father side, were not satisfied. They thought that there was a foul play, that this process was undermined. That's why they have come to town to Zweru to get permission so that they can do a proper sasewu.
Okay.
Um, um, but let me say this: sasewu comes in many forms. It comes in so many forms. It comes in the form of that pot boiling. It comes in the form of the one we know in Punabo where they put it in your eyes. It comes in the form of a hot cutlass. It comes in so many forms.
So,
Um,
yeah, yeah, I understand all that. But when the lady went to Kunembo, there were no audio, there were no video of her.
no, I didn't. No,
And
no.
the
Well, when
email
she,
said she got the Sasa who caught her. When you saw her when she came to Israel, when they brought her
yeah,
to
yeah,
the
yeah. I mean,
council,
right before me, she
you
was
saw
right
her
before.
eyes.
Of course. Right before
How
me,
was her
the
eyes?
eyes
How was
were
she looking?
inflamed. I just said it. I just said it. The eyes were inflamed as if somebody, got infected by Apollo. Our eyes were red. But
So,
there is
Honorable
something
Yaya,
else. Let me not forget something. Um, the old man that I was talking about that should have gone with them when they were going to Gaglo. When they were leaving, that old man didn't go. He was left behind. And when he was left behind, the next day we heard that the old man hung himself. So I told y'all to kill the old man here because his behavior was kind of strange. Now y'all left him. I don't know how y'all left the man behind. Now the man hung himself. So that's what I want to insert. So you go ahead and ask your question.
okay, so I want to know how the Honorable Zoe Emmanuel Penal House and the Era Council, the traditional council house, and place, and Honorable Zoe House, or one of them got burned and one of them got vandalized. How it name came about?
Yeah,
Because there were
you know.
there are a lot of houses in the place. So maybe you spoke to the people. How they came about in Russia's house?
Look, Mr. Double, this country is full of you say I say. Okay, this country is full of you say I say. I don't know. We've been hearing this you say I say that when this woman was being detained or was being kept in the traditional council's office for questioning, that telephone calls went to this woman. That, as a matter of fact, there was some mobile money that went to this woman, and it became the talk of the town that that Honorable Zopenu was part of it. But that's not something I want to be part of. That's and then they said that the traditional council also received money from Honorable Zopenu. But that I'm not a member of traditional council, so I didn't go into that. As far as I was concerned,
No, but
since
honorable, let me ask you a question. When the news now that you were not there, so I can say whether
what
you
news
heard it.
they came and made report.
When they came back, that a report they made that the lady called
That,
Zoe's name.
no, 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 no. I never said that. I never said that. When they came back, I didn't hear that the lady called anybody's name. They said the lady did not say the place where they went to do Sasewu is not a place for confession. It's
Oh,
just strictly for Sasewu. Once the Sasewu catches you or you are innocent, you come back to your place.
so
They don't ask question there.
I just wanted to know how the senator need property
I,
and.
you know what? I have no
I mean,
idea.
but you
I
spoke
have
to the
no.
truth. You spoke to the people who were rioting, the protest or whatever. They didn't tell you why they didn't give you that explanation, or you just spoke to them. You calmed them down and they left the streets. You didn't engage them.
Mr. Double,
Yeah,
when you are addressing 700 persons,
yeah,
so many voices come.
yeah.
When you are addressing 700, 800 angry people, so many voices come. And they were not the voices that I listen to. I listen to my inner voice. I want to be safe and I want to clear the streets. All right. I
Okay,
want to be safe. I needed to speak the proper English to be able to convince myself, to protect myself, and to protect my citizens and let them to convince them and let them get off the streets. But
okay.
all the other voices you've been hearing there, hundreds of voices that you hear, people making comments.
So honorable. When you were explaining, you say when the lady was brought to town, or when they say the Sasawu caught the lady. You talk about big
Yeah,
fish. You talk about big fish. What the big fish came from? There's
the
some people
issue of
involved.
beef.
There's a big fish got in.
Um,
Can you can you
um.
your head is not showing all the way. I want people to see your face. The camera is too
Oh,
much.
okay,
Yeah, it can
okay.
just go up a little
All
bit.
right, all right. Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
In Grand Gedeh where we live, oh man,
Hmm.
most often times one person doesn't kill people. Most often time one person doesn't kill people, especially if that person who is going to kill you is coming from your family and you are a high profile person. Is now an individual from your family like a Beatrice Guyon, whose son was working currently in Mr. Guyon's or in Honorable Guyon's office. I don't. It's always somebody working with that person. It's always somebody. Even the children that we have in our homes, whose eyes they open. The children don't go and ask for their eyes to be open. It's always somebody in a family that will open that child's eye so that the child can be used as a messenger to come and harm you and bring your slipper or bring your shell or bring any wearing from you if they want to harm you. So we have a lot of our children in a rural area, their eyes are open and they use them at any time they want to harm us. So when I talk about big fish, a big fish is another person. A big fish is another person. It could be anybody.
So that big fish
It could
need
be anybody.
the big fish. But how did you just rush to big fish? Or
Because
you
because a big let me say this to you. A
uh
big fish is someone who
it could be
may
little
prep.
fish. There could be little fishes in
No,
there. Why
no,
you
no.
ready
A
to
little.
fish?
Let me say this to you, man. You're in Monroe. You're in that place there. A big fish is a person who actually wants a job to be done and who provide the means for the job to be done. That's a big fish. The man who wants the job to be done that provide the poison and say, "This is what I want you to do. This here is a person go and execute." It's a big fish because he is the one that wants this job to be done. It may not be just Beatrice Guyon herself who wants a job done to go care her own brother. So that's a big fish.
Okay, that's a big fish.
That's a big fish. And let me add to you. When I was in Druedru, Ira Madison visited my house. When he visited my house, it took at least 3 to 4 persons to take him from his car and to come and put him in a chair in front of in my yard. He could not walk. Then I went on a radio, Smart FM, I guess, or maybe it was like Seku's radio, and I said to the people of Grand Gedeh County that Ira Madison Guyon is dying slowly. I said that on radio, that Ira Madison Guyon is dying slowly. And let me say this to you, the Chien people, the Pele people, the Fula people, the Loma people, the Bassa people went in the streets and stood online to elect a chairman for the first time to become representative in Chien district. And in the course, the very first day the man got a victory, we heard, and he said that they wasted power on him. And from the day of that power, Ira Madison Guyon did not find peace. So I take this opportunity today to tell all of you, including the traditional council, I am passing a law that from today's date, nobody should pardon anybody in Grand Gedeh County, no matter how happy you can be. And if you are a candidate, do not accept anybody to pardon you. Number one. Number two, Ira Madison did not win this job when he promised, he pledged his 50% salary, not knowing how much he was going to earn. He pledged his 50% salary to the district. Now that he's sick and he's dying slowly, his money, the 50% he's paying, you give it back to him. He needs to go to the hospital. The following day, I think 1 or 2 days after, Ira Madison and his family heard our message. Then him and I met at the airport. And we flew together. And he said, Mama and I heard your message, Mr. Honorable Yaya. And my mom was very true. My mom said, Ira, you got a new father. The one you had is your father. And the woman was crying. He said, oh man, you are my father. I said, Ira, we have to work together. And we got on the plane. And we came to Monrovia. When we got down from the plane, Ira could not move 2 steps. And everybody started yelling. We were on that plane with some senators and representatives from Sano County. And they stood with him, with all of us, until they brought wheelchair, and they used that wheelchair to put Iro in his car. Then when I went back to Zwedru, I took the airway again. And I said, you're the Chien people. You're killing your own son. I'm very angry with all of you that you will do this to your own son. And I don't know whether if I will ever be able to vote for a chairman, because you didn't give this man an opportunity to survive. I did not call. I said Chien people. The only person who got a right to get angry with me are Chien people. I said Chien people. They got their own son. They market that guy own baby. If they throw it down, what you expect the tree branch to do? So they were the one that produced their own. They carried their own son to his death. Whether that big fish influence it, whether that small fish influence it, but at least we know from what the family said and what they did, they had a suspect. So if you want to ask your question, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Okay. If you just joining us, this is Honorable Thomas Yaya, the Senator elect of Grand Gedeh County. He just explained the whole process, how the lady, the lady that was and taken to the society or Zobush, and then she was brought to Grand Gedeh, the Rio, and how he quieted the Rio, and then now he's in Liberia now. I'm going to open the line pretty soon, and you will have your time to ask the senator your question, but the line will be open respectfully. And I'm seeing people commenting here. You got to be respectful, in short. So let her be respectful and ask a question, and then you'll be afforded the time to ask your question. Just give us 10 minutes. I'll put the number back here, and then we will talk about it. But the big fish thing, what the old man talk about that. Like big brother one, big brother two, doing Ellen Johnson every time. They have big brother one, big brother two, and uh,
uh,
and big brother, uh, uh but honorable, I want to play a tape from the interview with the senator of your colleague. He's going to be a colleague now. He's not a colleague yet, but when he's 20 something, he's going to be a colleague. Honorable
sure,
Senator Zoe Manuel Peno,
sure.
and so his supporters are accusing you of orchestrating, being involved in the riot, in particularly directing the rioters to go and do what they did.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna play that audio, but I want to ask you: do you have anything to do with the riot? Did you call anybody or put people together to do
Well,
what they did in Grand Gedeh County?
y'all go as a 6,000 person. If I ever know anything about it, I don't listen, my dear brother. Uh, when the fire burn you, you don't hit a dog. Okay, that is
Hmm.
a parable. When you are in a kitchen and by mistake you are letting you cooking and the fire burns you, the dog that happen to be in your way, you don't hit that dog because the dog is innocent. All right.
Hmm.
We have been the grandchildren has been going on a stress for a very long time, and this thing can come out in any way possible. If you are living in a place and people keep calling your name, you need to find the opportunity to go and clear the air. Somebody ain't got nothing to do with that. What is it that this brother has that I will be jealous about? And I know I heard him saying that he defeated me and he put HIV in me. So I laugh. It sounds like children playing.
You put
And,
the HIV into your
into
veins.
my veins. Now you gotta realize you're talking to a man 60 years plus. Do you know how many times I have been beaten in my life? From my childhood, I have been beaten so many times. And do you know that this beating has strengthened me and made my skin so thick? So you beat me, then what happened to me next? Did I vanish? Did I disappear? If you say you beat me, but you beat me, and then right after you beat me, there was a leak. There was a leak video where that came out from the radio station in Israel that came out that you cheated me. That leak video appeared all over the country. And even in America, people call me, they say, "Oh, so you are a cheater." I say, "What are you going to do about it?" I say, "Nothing. Let it go." I am not, I don't envy people. I was beaten seriously to the point of death in Guinea by gendarmerie, and I thought my ribs were broken. But thereafter, right within the same period that I identified myself and they apologized, I get them 2 million. People who beat me and almost to the point of death. I get them 2 million. Have you ever seen somebody do that before? I don't envy people. What I came to do, I have done it. And I always said that I have done what I had to do. The baby has been born. Whether you name it Yakbaro, whatever name you give, once you feed it, will grow. Liberia is free. The other thing I want to say here is I have been running for this job for the past maybe 12, 15 years, since 2008. I wanted to show the other side of Thomas Yaya Nimely. I'm not a military man. I have not been in my life. But it was a call. And that call I responded to. But I spent 20 years in the United States and I went to school and I got my educator, I got my education. It was about time that I had to come home to deliver to my people. Now that I have the opportunity to become a senator, I want to deliver services to my people. I'm not interested in all these small fights. These are the small fights that delay Grand Gedeh for the past 18 years. I am not going to be part of it. I am not going to be part of it. Oh, the man jealous of me. I go by my heart. I don't get involved in those kind of things. I'm too big for that. I'm too old for that. I'm not. Go and check yourself. Check yourself. You my brother. Please don't fight me. I need you so that we can develop this county. We can work together and put our ideas together to ensure that services are delivered to the people of Grand Gedeh since 2005 up to present. That we don't have to have confusion because the definition of caucus is for a people who have like minds that work together in the interest of the people. That's what a caucus is about. It's not about having this small child play in the sense, I beat the man, get I beat the man, I beat 25 people. I am not interested. Don't come to me with that, my dear brother. I have never fought that kind of politics before, and I'm not interested. Please, please come, let's work together. We are now four
If
instead of five.
before you, y'all will be five. We'll pray that y'all be five. But
We'll pray.
let's play the recording, let's play the interview, and when your name was mentioned in this interview, I want you to pay keen attention. The reviewers,
Sure.
please listen to this, and then from there, then I will open the line.
That bill a glass down in Grand Gedeh. Those people, the other people, they think they bill over that. Besides, Senator Gedeh into real estate. No any other person that work for more than 9, 12, 11 years. Some people from the legislature are leaving. They started working in 1972. That time I was not even born. Today, the little hall that the building is ready, you can stand and hold a zinc. That's the kind of life they want for all the live. But when we go to Nima, we go to Bon County, we go to Basso, they will say the people doing well. It's so penal brother out there in Grand Gedeh. For Grand Gedeh to be the only house in the southeast to get a glass house. And those names that they calling. My dear friend and brother, let's forget about property dinner tonight. And let's see, let our dear friend and brother get a befitting bearer who will come back on the show and Liberian people and the law will take a course.
I will ask another question. There is a audio here I want to play about the senator elect, about senator elect Thomas Yaya, who claimed that some of the elders or somebody told him that you bribe the elders council, which is why they burn the elders council's office. And the people feel that you have the money and you can do anything. What is it that you can't do as Zopeno? You said it all. You have done so many things. You have done so many good. But did you bribe the elders for you to hide your hand in this thing that happened to Madison Graham?
In the first place, you know, when you call him Madison name, it can bring sorrow to me. In the first place, for some Grand Gedeans, minority Grand Gedeans, an honorable man, for a name to be denigrated like this, that they get family member 2,000 to kill him. For me, fellow family, Doe family, extended family, friends, that I know such a thing will never happen in the family. Let's come to that. You can't take me your possession when people are confronting things against me. So that the same lies are still continuing. This man that you're talking about, the senator elect, he was defeated by Zoe Madapeno 2020, and those things stay in a political HIV that are put in your blood. So when Yemeni has ate, the AIDS are eating you up and no tablet that day. So I don't care what Yaya want to say.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to. So, Honorable Yaya, he will be your colleague a couple of days, let's say 20 days. He's gonna be there. He's gonna be your colleague. You're gonna do. How y'all gonna be working together with this kind of a blood that is building up?
He is the one that building blood. I don't build blood. So what I listen to is just gutter politics. It's not. These are the gutter politics that have been played for the past 18 years 12 years in Ellen Johnson Sirleaf's government, 6 years in George Weah's government from the caucus. That's a single politics, my dear. It's a politics that, you never know, you can never identify the tree unless you enter the tree, because once a tree giving leaves, you got to go on that tree to see the leaf to be able to identify it. Now I'm beginning to see where these small problems have been coming from, for which this county have been isolated for the past 18 years. Small gutter politics. Small gutter politics. So he is the one that play. He's the one. We will work together. I have said it, and you know what? Yesterday he called me. Senator Zopeno. Senator Zopeno is the one that is disrespecting me, calling me
He
on
called
the
you
radio.
yesterday?
Yaya. This is the.
Did he call you
He
yesterday?
called me yesterday. He called me yesterday. He called me yesterday. I missed his call on New Year's Day. I was with one of the honorable men too, and we had our discussion. So I was escorting the man to his car. When he called, I missed that call. Then I came back, he called again. He said, I just called you. I said, oh, sorry, I was not near my phone. I escorted somebody to the car. So what's going on? Then he tried to talk nicely. So I said, all right, we need to meet. He said, just tell me wherever we were, and then we will meet there, sir. I said, fine. So we talk. But you know what, Mr. Double, I don't play these kind of small politics. That is not why I'm here. I am a senator. I got many rivers to cross. I got many mountains to climb before I sleep. And at my age right now, I don't have room for those kind of little things. Whatever happened in the past 18 years between other senator and other senator for which Rangida was denied services, I am not going to stand for it. It will never happen in my administration. It will never happen. I mean, we are four, but the majority in a caucus can be three. They will make decision. If I'm the one causing trouble, the three of them can make decision without me. If he's the one causing trouble, we'll make decision without him. But I'm not interested in that. I want to do something. I want to leave my footprint in the sun of time. Let the people of Grand Gedeh see that this man was here. This is what he did. I'm not part of that. The people say, Yaya say, I call you. If you knew that these things were happening, I came to Monrovia and I called you 3 times. You refused to pick up my phone. Marshall Dennis, when I entered Monrovia, Senator Marshall Dennis called me. He said, Tom, where are you? I said, I'm in Monrovia. He said, I want us to meet. I was not on the ground. And we met for 5 hours. For 5 hours. He said, well, man, you got to take something on me. I said, you're bringing Superman. He said, you're not drinking Superman on my table today. You're drinking stout. And I took that stout and I gave him a detailed report of what transpired in his Red Room. He said, Tom, thank you very much. This is what you expect from a person who is interested in the county. Why you didn't call me? I call you. I didn't call Marshall. He called me, but I call you and you refuse to pick up the phone. Only to go and listen to you say, I say, is that how we're going to work together? I mean, you've been in government for 18 years, you said. Don't you wait for facts? You wait for facts. The facts will come from me. Then you will confirm it through other people. All the things I just said just now, did I say John Brown said this? I said I was the police commander, the deputy police commander. If the deputy police commander did some recording and he brought it to you, then I business. He want money from you. So we will work together. But if we're going to work together, then we have to brush our shoes and wash our hands, make sure that all of those little things that are coming around, we finish with it. We need to move beyond and give Grand Gedeh its flowers.
Are you waiting to sit down with him and iron all these things?
I don't have anything to iron with him. We just need to work together. I don't have anything against this brother. I have never accused him. I accuse the Chian people. I continue to tell you, I accuse the Chian people. The Chian people got issue with me. They need to come to me. Now it's open. That the Chian people, I never, the whole of Grand Gedeh knows that as I went on radio and I said, Chian people, I ain't call nobody. All that thing that he and people discussing, the open call they want, he called the other one. That's their problem. That's their problem. But let me tell you, Mr. Double, when the policeman in America used his knee to kill a black man, people demonstrated what did happen. They looted the whole city. And you were there now. We saw
Yeah.
it on page on photo. They
Mm-hmm.
looted the whole city. That what happens when a system denies certain group of people services and justice. That's what happened. All right. A policeman was shot by Senator Penno's brother. Shot point blank. Nothing happened. We didn't hear anything about this case. Another policeman got burned in our so-called little guest house there by the bank. And they say it was gas. The man died. Nothing happened. No investigation, no arrest took place. We sat down and what is man name? Yaka Koluba and Commis, Honorable Commis, passed through Grand Bassa County, Riverside County, Sando, Grand Crew, Maryland, River G. Nothing happened to these people. They received heroes welcome. They ran their campaign. They came to Grand Gedeh. We beat them. We beat them. We damaged their cars. Nothing happened. No arrest was made. The correction officer were killed by a fuller man. The motorbike youth got in the street to protest what happened. A policeman got in his car by himself. He drove through the crowd and rolled over the leader of that motorbike group. Nothing happened. No arrest was made. Then we finally came to Alfred Dennis, Alfred Donner. We came to the issue of Alfred Donner. Today, Alfred Donner was kidnapped. Nothing happened. The citizens got in the street and they demonstrated. The army went in the street. They fired so many times and they shot 2 civilians. Nothing happened. So you don't think the people got a right to be angry? The people have the right to be angry. So many negative things have been happening in Grand Gedeh. So if this man feel that he's a senator without experience, how many times has he gone to Grand Gedeh County to go stand among his people and say, this one we have to start. This one I don't like. This one I'm speaking again. What has he done? So if I went to the street and removed over 600 people from in front of your house, I don't get a thank you. So you gotta be very ungrateful. That I will go out risk my life, things that you have not done before. In all of these riots that have been taking place, I took myself to go and remove the crowd from in front of you. The army you pay, the army didn't do that. I did that. And you couldn't say a thank you, a little thank you for me. Then you want to fight me. Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting? You my daughter, you my little brother. What you think when you fight me, whatever you do, you will never win. Because my fighting is very, very different. I don't fight those kind of fight. I come from an old school. I don't fight those kind of fight. I want to do something positive, my brother. And I need you. Stop fighting. They're not the kind of fight we want. We want to put together our intellectual level to propose and provide services for our people. That's the fight we are looking for. We're not looking for all these small fights. Please, 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 don't fight me. Please, I'm very ugly when I'm fighting. I don't start something and leave it halfway. That's Thomas Yaya Nimely. I beg you. I beg you. Your work sees open, you're seeing, you're begging. I don't got anything against him. I need him as my senator so we can work together.
Thank you, Mr. Yaya. Mr. Yaya said when you go to Grand Gedeh County, do not allow the people to put powder on you. The powder thing should be banned in Grand Gedeh County.
It should be banned.
He got nothing against Honorable Joe Penno, and he believed the big face behind this whole thing of the death of Eroy Madison Gwen. Ladies and gentlemen, the phone is open, the line direct, the number is popping on there, 952-200-8420. You can call that number and you can ask your senator-elect. And by the 20th of this month, he will be inaugurated. I mean, yeah. That's it. You'll be swearing in or inaugurated one of them, and he will be your senator, then working for your county of Grand Gedeh County. He just said it. He needed help of Senator Joe Penno, so they can work together for the people of Grand Gedeh County, not to be fighting each other and throwing stones and all that stuff. They need to work together for the people of Grand Gedeh County to benefit. If they are fighting, the people of Grand Gedeh County will not benefit. They need to work together. So, ladies and gentlemen, the phone line is open, 952-200-8420. Please call that number and talk to Honorable Yaya. He's here, and he's waiting to get your question or comment to him. Okay, there's a caller here. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay. You say your name again?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's your name again?
Prince Lake, calling from Deep One, Iowa.
Okay, Prince Ray. 1 minute. Go ahead, Prince Ray.
Yeah, I have no question for you. I just want to say thank you for your hard work. That's what we need in Grand Country leader like you. Don't listen to all the noise that out there. Just continue what you're doing. So I want to appreciate you. Thank you for your hard work. Thank you for having me, Mr. Double.
Thank you. Let's go to Othello Brown. Then
yeah. Thank you, Prince Double, for giving me the time so at least I can have my first chat with Senator Elect. Senator Elect.
Thank you.
My name is Othello Brown.
Thank you, sir.
I'm from Chinty. Now, I listened to you from start to end, and I see the vigor you place on the table. You come in with strength and all the other stuff. And it's good as a senator. I have two questions, but because of the last statement you just made, so I'll be able to ask you one instead of two. Senator, Liberia is the country of law and land. It was when you were minister. After we did not ask you. Liberia is the country of law and land. I've heard you saying that so fellow brother shout a policeman and not take it from our senator. How can you say that on the radio when this issue has been adjudicated by the court of Liberia?
I know.
Even if you go to the Supreme Court and the law took it course. So are you telling Nigerians that the law that took the court law said that XYZ is innocent of the issue? Are you telling Nigerians that the law lies? Senator, you should be careful with your vigor you are coming with. I beg you, say you the audience, try to unite Grand Gedeh County so that we can take over from you. You're not going to be senator forever. I will contest against you. You're not going to be there forever. So please, unite the people.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Debbie, Dan?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, Debbie.
Hello, Mr. Honorable Senator.
Hi, how are you doing, man?
Yeah, I came on, by the way, your daughter is very humble girl. She calls me auntie. Very, very good girl. But what I want to say is, be careful.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say be careful because anytime we get educated, which is very difficult for us to get though, but when we get those kind of people, they just die mysteriously and there is no question, no answer. We just said for Madison now, or some of the stories that I'm even hearing now for Madison, because I haven't been following so much from Grand Gedeh. But some of the story we hearing from Madison now, I also blame us. We did not protect him. And so this is why we come on this show today, so that Nigerians can hear it. We must protect our own. No more story of people just dying mysteriously. This man, I heard so much about him. Not only is he a hero that fought for our country or for our people, this man also was in America, went to school, nurse. He just sacrificed his own life to reach to this point. That's what I'll tell you before you hear him today. And so we want stories of Madison will be the last person that will die. That one that will cover other take stone. If your hand is involved with it. So just be careful. Very careful because unfortunately, it's like the counter don't want to see good. Whoever be here, be fake, it says to me they don't want to see the country move forward, so they must get rid of all this country is not for one person, it's for the whole, all the people. And so they want to see people that are qualified to do this job to help improve our country. We here for one day being your story. Thank you, but be careful.
Okay, thank you, but be careful. Let's
go
to Joy Alfonso Glay. Alfonso Glay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, 1 minute though. The line is full, Josephine Slew. The line is full. I'll bring you back.
Okay.
The line is full. Y'all wait a minute. The line full. You're confusing me. With it.
Someone Hancock?
Hang your phone. The line full. 5 people. The line can take 5 people at a time. And for that, after the 5 people, then I will go to the West Shop. People are calling on the West Shop. I will take the West Shop. Jane City, I gotta drop you, and I gotta go to Josephine Slew. Oh man. 1 minute. Okay, Zogle. Otavia Gilmore, you were on there. Please call back. Otavia Gilmore. Zogle, let's go ahead, Mr. Glay.
Can you hear me?
Josephine Slew, after you say I'm on Henko, I say, yeah, then you call back again. 1 minute.
Hello?
the senator, the people plenty. Mr. Glay.
No.
Yes, can you hear me? Hello?
1 minute, Mr. Glay. Okay, Mr. Glay, go ahead. 1 minute, sir.
Okay, am I ready to go?
Yeah, you are ready. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Senator Elen. First of all, congratulations to your victory.
Thank you.
I've listened to you. I came in a bit late on the show, but I've listened to you, and you sound like you're speaking unity. However, there are a few concerns that I think will be necessary for our people to understand to move forward peacefully. Sure. And I'm going to be very direct with my question, and these are not intended to be disrespectful by any means. So I hope you understand. Now, my first question is: do you think Zoe has his hand in Mr. Eri Madison going death?
I don't think about people trying to kill other people. I don't have any reason to think the people who I thought that have hand in his death, I already called their name. So that question doesn't belong to me. I said the Chian people. That's what I said. So I don't know whether that question I can't answer. I said Chian people, and I went on radio in Swedru. Everyone in Swedru heard me, and I guess some of you in the diaspora heard that interview.
Oh, he's asking what you think. Do you think?
It's not for me to think.
Okay,
somebody killing somebody is not something for somebody to think.
Okay,
but the person, the revelation that came out is the revelation that I followed to say, this is the person, you are the one that did it. That's what I said. So killing somebody is not something for somebody to think.
Okay, why ugly?
Okay, so now my second go around is, how much as we all want to speak our mind on certain issues, being facts are very, very important. Now, I think I've heard you say over a period of time that there is a big hand behind this whole thing. Now, knowing very well, a highly educated man like yourself, you know our people's mind are vulnerable. Whenever we speak on something and we speculate, okay, they don't bother to investigate. They come to a conclusion. Do you think big hand behind this thing, without you being very specific, who or what the big hand is?
My dear brother, this lady, the family of this lady, the mother's family, we had chosen 6 persons to go. And then the seventh person, who became the 8th person, hid himself and went with the team to undermine whatever was happening. And then when we came back, and I mean when they came back, and he was disgraced in the town, according to the family, the man committed suicide. This is a man who is probably in his late 70s. Um, are we sitting down to ask ourselves why is it that this man followed when he's not part of the delegation and he followed, and then later on he came by, he committed suicide after he was discovered
You
on
need to
the
close
work
the
that
door
he's
thing
doing.
behind you.
You know. So I think we I think we need,
the show, please. Go ahead,
you
Pa.
know, do you think that we need to ask ourselves, this man
I
is
cut
older
you
than
off.
me, is there a possibility,
Go ahead, sir.
is there a possibility that this thing could be an organized thing with a big hand? Can this man be a big hand, or can somebody else next to him who play a role be a big hand? That's the question we all need to ask ourselves.
Thank you. Let's go to Josephine Slew. Mr. Clay, thank you. Josephine Slew, you can okay. If you call on the show, please. If you are playing the team behind you and you call on the show, please call the thing off. Because interfering with the show, please. Go ahead, Josephine. 1 minute.
Yeah, my name is Josephine Slew. Thank you, Mr. Yaya. I just want to say thank you for all the work you have done for our country, for helping us to take our brothers for in the street. Thank you. We see that as a unity, and I know you do good in your job. So I just called to say thank you so much. Keep on your good work. Don't let our people bring you down. And I know you're there forever and ever. I don't care who's going to run against you. After, I know I said for 5 years, I know you'll be there until God call you. So thank you so much that the type of people we're looking for in our country. Thank you.
Okay, let's go to James City.
Okay, let me get short. I was talking about Yaya Nimely. The first time I saw you on the Yaya Nimely, when the old lady said she died with America, he cared about the peace town. That time with my brother, I will bring the rest of the people, and you're lecturing us about America. Today I'm calling you from South Dakota, Sioux Falls. I'm a chairman. My mom is from Zango Quarter, and my father from Kumastown. We the champion. I'm not a leader of the chain, but what you're saying, you are making us strong, and we're not going to with you. We'll support you.
Thank you.
Good job you're doing. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Emmanuel Zaza.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Honorable Yaya, thank you for everything that you did and you explained to us today. One thing I did not get was what you said. You said when the incident happened, so call you and say, oh, you need to come for us to.
I call him.
He said he called. He said he called Joe. He said he
I
called
call him.
That's what I'm saying. He said, I heard how you saying. So said they need to meet and talk. I don't think about who called their friend. I said so said they were supposed to meet and talk. So the question now is whether they met after that. If so, what was the discussion? Because the two of them are the elders of the county now.
I called him. I called him 3 different times on 3 different days. He did not pick up my phone call. The next thing I saw was a front page Africa with my picture on front page Africa, saying that I forced the woman to confess. Then he put his house, a damaged house picture next to my photo. So when I read that, I thought it was a childish thing that Yaya forced the woman who told her to confess. Then you put your house there. So does that mean that the woman confessed your name, that why they damaged your house? So when the people brought that news report to me, I said, he's my little brother. I'm not going to respond. And I did not respond. Then I waited after a couple of days. Then I heard this other interview again on Mr. Prince Double show. And they said, oh, your name was on Prince Double show. I said, sure. When you are a leader, people always have to talk about you. Then the next thing now was this last interview that was conducted where he himself, right, where he himself played a role, and I thought that the way he addressed me was an insult, was kind of disrespectful. This brother and I we have not had any problem. Every time I call him, he will be there. As soon as I call him, he'll pick up the phone. As soon as I call him, he will pick up. When he called me, I pick up the phone. We're always talking and preparing ourselves for this caucus. So if I am in Israel and your horse got damaged, your houses got damaged, and I call you, the first thing you should have done was to pick up the phone. Because you say I should come to town so we can sit and talk. So we can plan how we're going to deal with this matter that involve your houses as well as the death of Ira Madison. Why you refuse to pick up my phone? And then the person who I did not have discussion with is the one that called me. So no, we have not spoken since then. The only thing he has been doing is going around and trying to damage my reputation. But for me, I don't think it's a damage to my reputation. I'm here to do a piece of job.
Okay.
Okay, please, before you go, if I can do a follow-up quick, very quick.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Okay,
you
so
got 30 seconds.
Thank you for the answer. I want to recommend that you please continue to be the elder so that you keep the caucus together, because our caucus have been divided for long. Please do not allow these things make you to stay by. Continue to invite them so that you guys will be able to work together. Okay. That's what I want to say. Thank you.
I can assure you. I can assure you.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Hi.
Yeah, this is Julie.
Julie Tori. Are you calling from Ashland? Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, using my phone. Good morning, Honorable Yaya. My name is Julie.
How you doing, man?
I just want to say thank you this morning for coming on air to clear your side. You know, right. We've been following up. As for me, I'm Prince double co-host, but I just been on the side, you know, after this death, it's just broken down. But I just have to come on this morning to say a few things. I just want to say thank you for coming to clear the air. You know, there are a lot of stories coming out on you, and for me, I don't like that because I know this is how Eroy started. This is how his situation started. So I beg you, be strong. Don't give up. I know you're a strong man because I've been hearing about you since articles and here. So I know you're not that kind of person who will just slide under the table or slide underneath the rock like that. So thank you. Everything you said about the Chan people, it is true. We are not mad. Even our people in
the way Eroy started fighting for
I was so excited when I heard that he won the election. I said, now we got people in the house that are going to speak for Grand Gedeh. They're going to put things on the table concerning our county, and I know you will do it. We are praying that you will get a second person to be like Eroy that will replace Eroy to be able to work with you and the other guys to be able to do something in our county. Grand Gedeh is the least right now when it comes to Liberia. Because why? We don't have people to speak for us. So I'm begging you, don't give up. People gonna, when you're a leader, people gonna throw things at you anyway, anyhow. I know this thing they are trying to pin it on you to look ugly, to exempt themselves out of everything that is going on. But I just
thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you very much.
And things gonna be okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's go to Adina Solo. But before we go to Adina Solo, I'd like to read his comment. Well, Otero Brown, who said he coming out in 6 years to come to the and take the honorable seat. They say in 6 years the honorable seat will not be up for re-election. You should start preparing yourself to challenge to challenge Joe. I think that honorable panel because he comes out, he's there for 9 years, so that'll be 2030, I think.
Exactly.
I think the Marv is adding up 2030. So you can't go and grab the senator seat in 6 years. Otero Brown 2030 before you go and grab 20 or 29 or 29. Yeah, start getting ready for. It's more than 2030. The honorables will be there for 9 years. So we are in 2024 plus 9 years, about 20 and 33. Yeah, 33. So 2029, Otero Brown, you can go together, put yourself go and try to take Zoe and take the honorable Zoe Emmanuel Penon's seat. But I go to Adana Soto, Michael V, Aaron Joe, Vero viewer David O'Kane. 1 minute, please. The senator got to go. The senator, these are senator supporters, so maybe they will tell the senators.
Thank you, Mr. Dover. Thank you so much. Thank you, Honorable, for coming up here tonight and clearing your side of all the things that are going on. I knew that you were the kind of person that Green Gedeh County needed and were wishing for. This is why I put all my time behind your campaign to make sure that you go in the house there to speak for our people. Don't let all these things that are going on make you to or points your spirit or make. And I know you the kind of person said that no one can intimidate because you are a man of yourself, and you know. I know Great Gedeh County knows that you the man that we really need. So thank you so much. Most of the things that are going on is just distraction. Only God knows. Only God knows. So we will leave it at that. Today we heard Ira Madison Green is gone. We know he's not coming back. I don't care how much talk we talk, he will not come back. But God sees everything. Whoever hand is in it, God knows. So, Honorable, be strong. We got you in our prayers. Nothing, nobody will try you. Nothing will happen because you are prepared by God to serve our people. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr.
Let's go to Michael V. Michael V.
Good evening. Yeah. Good afternoon, Mr. Dover, and good afternoon to the Honorable Man.
So we you see, so stop calling me on this stuff. When I'm done with this call, I will call you direct so you can talk to the Honorable Man. There is no access code. You call the number direct 011 or 001 and then call the number direct. No access code. It's not telephone. That's the direct number. Go ahead, Michael V.
Since this thing happened, Prince Dover, if you notice me, this is my first time calling today on the show. Normally, when you come on show, I will call to give my input. Sometimes I will be underneath the post to start reading comments and comment when I think it's necessary for me to comment. But it's not like we don't want to talk. We are grieving. We are hurt. This person that is gone from us will no longer be found. He's not coming. Not like somebody say he traveled and he will come back to us. But I just want to speak to the Honorable Man today. My mother is a Chin woman. And as a Chin woman child, I accept what you said on the show. And I said, thank you. We saw our own son. And then accuse the Chin people of killing their child. Why are you crying the wolf cry behind? Are you a Chin person? Leave them when we the Chin people, they will go ahead and cry. But thank you so much, Mr. Senator. Keep being the ever in our community. Thank you for calming the crowd down. When we were angry, we were in our street destroying properties. That today people are seeing properties. They are crying for properties than somebody that is dead and gone. But thank you, that all I have to say. We the Chin people accept it, and we kill our child. If we the Chin people are mad, let we come out and prove ourselves that we didn't have anything to do with our son.
Thank you.
Let nobody not cry the cry that we supposed to cry. Thank you.
Thank you.
Aaron Joe.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Honorable.
How are you, sir?
Aaron Joe. Yes, I'm from Grand Gedeh. Thank you, sir. Thank you for explaining yourself. If you're a leader, and what you do to your people that you want to lead. And what they call leader. Leader cannot insult people. Leader cannot boast to say, yes, I'm this, I'm that.
Thank you.
But, I can only one advice for you.
Okay.
One person, they player a well play, and don't play one player. Watch yourself.
Thank you.
Not trust nobody.
Okay.
This is.
You're telling the senator to wire back. The senator from the same town where Nyombu Tere coming from. So I want to know.
Okay. And today, we the victims. We are victims of crime.
Because he loves people. He lets people. That's what makes us to cry today. So I'm begging you, we don't want to lose you. We don't miss you again. Watch yourself. Thank you. Praise the Lord.
Thank you. Viewer David Okine. Then we go to Jedru Dodu. Then we'll call the guy from Abidjan or Godgay Witty. Then we go to the senator, and then the senator can give us his parting comment now. So go ahead, viewer.
Okay. Thank you, Prince, and thank you to your listening audience. I want to take this time to say hello to my dear father and the people Senator Thomas Yaya Nimely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm a Chian woman, father from Terizon, mother from Chenzoni. What you said when you spoke that day on the radio, I listened to you and was cried. You are crying. You are crying. So we the Chian people.
Chian people, what are Chian people on Ziri today?
No, they said their son, they should be in the street by this time, looking for their hero.
Yeah.
But since you spoke, check they are not even called one meeting here to say they are our hero that what happened. Yaya.
1 minute, Papa, they call and see the people that want to get they want to talk to you now. So I think God gave you. Go ahead.
I want to say thank you to you. I also want to join the people that are
Thank you. Thank you, man.
1 minute, girl. And the person who you call from Cote d'Ivoire, please put the team behind you playing. Cut it off. Go ahead, viewer.
One advice I want to give you. Everybody know me to be the oldest daughter of Madison William. I am a distinguished author in America. The advice I used to give my father, the last communication we ever had, that's what I'm giving you today, my dear father. Watch over your shoulders. Watch over your shoulders. The evil that is in Gedeh County that made nothing good can come from out of it is watching you. But I know, I live in Philadelphia. I live here with you in Philadelphia. I know who you are before you left from here to go home. Nobody will touch you. Nobody will touch you. But watch yourself. Gwen is going to fight for himself. We the family of Madison Gwen, we are not sleeping. If it is his time and God told him, let it be. If it's not his time, and his mother, my own mother, was part of it, you will go with him before we bury him on the 10th of February in Grand Gedeh County. And I pray, please make your way to being scheduled for the funeral. Because we want you to please help us to calm the children down. We are a friends and family that are coming. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know whether the security will stay in the crowd.
Right. Thank you.
They want you to be there to help out with the security aspect.
Yes, thank you so much. We beg you.
All
the
right.
crowd will bring it too big. Please, keep them for the funeral for us.
Okay, thank you. Let me go. Doru, I will come to you, but it's a call from Africa Coast here. Let's give the guy, you're using a lot of minutes, so let's give the call from Africa. Caller, what's your name?
I am Godgay Sam Waiting, former social media spokesman for Thomas Yaya, the senator elect.
Right.
I will first of all want to congratulate our honorable man, Uncle Nasuo. And I am not surprised of all of the allegations flying around here against Honorable Thomas Yaya. In 2011, the same Zoe panel, a group, as it was learned, told President Henry Johnson said that Thomas Yaya was training people in Glio. And that made the president of the Republic, Henry Johnson, said at that time to send 2 helicopters with armed people to go and search everywhere on Thomas Yaya farm. They went there, they never found a death. So I am not surprised when Thomas Yaya was running for Senate in 2020. There's a lot of people who said Thomas Yaya would never be senator because of their own reasons. But I know my father. I know the kind of man he is and the kind of man what he can do. And this is why the other time when he came on the show and directly accused Honorable Thomas Yaya, I said it was meant to only divert the attention of our people from what is unfolding in our country. If anybody feels that Thomas Yaya hands is in the is behind the destruction of anybody following Grand Gedeh, you can go to court and I can assure that Thomas Yaya will appear to defend himself. But coming on social media and radio station, talking mess will not help to promote the development and peace that we want in our country. Grand Gedeh have been down since the war, and I think we need a mature leadership to move our country forward. Flying allegations, attacking innocent people will not help us. I regret and I cry for the death of Israel Madison Will because he left my father to my Yaya. I know what he can do. And Prince Governor, I want to say thank you so much for your leadership, more especially when it comes to breaking issues on board the discourse of our country. Okay. And I can show every Grand Gedeh that you will not regret for electing Thomas Yaya. He's a fighter. Now a fighter to destroy property, but a fighter to defend his people. He's a man who knows what he wants. So I am not afraid of anybody talking rubbish. Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Let's go now to Duru. Then we'll go to Mr. Kopo and go to Mr. Ogoa, Michael Goa. Then that's it. These are all GM people. So I think they're coming to respond to Tomo Yaya when he had enough people. And this guy here, what his name no, not this one. This guy here, he says so sessional guys. Prince is giving the opportunity to your show is compromised and it's a mess. Edward or Bagao, you a bow man. I brought you on my show, so that sessional thing, yeah. So yeah, I know. I brought Cherry, I brought Nessie Gay right. That sessional thing. The men who come in to speak, the three people who come in to speak, who call on the line, the Zedro, Doru, William Cooper. Marco Goa, they are all putting people get me. So thank you very much, Mr. Bauman. You might do the anyway. I forgive you. Go ahead. Let's go to Duru.
Prince, thank you so much, Prince. I call in to thank the Honorable Yaya for the manner in which he said and the way he did. I am from Kenya. And from Ken Mason, I just want to show you that Ken Mason and Ken Manyan, we are here and will act accordingly. Also, the question I asked on Joe panel on Prince Double Show, that's the question I wanted to ask you. As a traditional man, what do you do when situation like this happens? But you already answered the question. You came on and said, so I said, we got so many series. The hot iron, the one you put in people's eye. These are things people who are traditionalists talk about. When people are pointing finger at you. How long have you been in accounting? Every person is pointing finger at you. Why can't you rethink? And you want people to call you before you can take as a group or before you can check yourself. I want to say thank you. We will continue to stand by you. And don't be deterred by all the noise that's in the market.
Thank you.
I want to congratulate you again.
Thank you.
The chairman and chairman people, we will continue to play our role.
Chairman and chairman people say thank you to Mr. Yaya. Let's go to Mr. Cooper. Wayne Cooper.
Yes, Mr. Dormo, good afternoon. I actually want to address the Honorable first. Honorable Senator.
Yes, sir.
Afternoon and good evening to you. This is Bill Cooper, Wilhelm Cooper. We probably have met several times before.
Sure.
But the reason I came to this show tonight is first of all to say thank you for the elderly role you are doing. Some of us didn't know you before, back then. Trust me, I was who fought against it before we wanted to be in certain places within our settings.
But after looking at you, I found out that you and myself come from the same background. We believe in principles.
Thank you.
We believe in principles. What should be, let it be. And so I decided that, oh, well, I wish I was in Liberia. I would have been one of his campaign foot soldiers. But it's okay. It's not the time yet. That's why I'm not there. But when you got elected, I probably sent you a congratulatory message. Then when I saw you and the late Honorable Era on the flight, I put that honor your name, the revolutionaries at how to
You got 30 seconds, sir.
Thank you. So, Mr. Senator, please do what you are doing and continue to do. Unity. Regardless of what they say about you. Don't pay mind to them. Do what you can to bring peace to the county and make the senators, the legislative caucus of Nigeria work together for the good of the county. Those days are gone. When Sarah Cooper, David Stewart, go ahead, leave all of them. Those days are gone. It's now time that your work and you be the people work. And I'm quite sure why John Hero will be done. Please continue the work. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I go to Marco Goa. Marco Tao, we get who Goa.
Go ahead. Friend, I want to thank you. Once again, I want you to pronounce my name right. I'm M. Tao Goa.
M. Tao Beko. Veron, why you call that name Goa? Veronique, Veron Okai can call that name very good. Go ahead.
First of all, want to congratulate the honorable man, Uncle Yaya. I want to say congratulations. Some of us consider your victory as ours, and we are long been yearning for someone, intellectually to join the leadership of our country. Now, my question to you, honorable man, is this. I know for a long period of time you have been struggling and fighting hard to lead us. While some of your brothers were there leading us and this, but you were all in the trench. Wrong. And what do you think you're going to bring different to the table, the leadership table of our country, that will prepare us to development?
Thank you.
The honorable, you answer the question?
Sure.
You want to speak to it
Thank
now?
you. Yeah, sure. Thank you, Mr. Gua. Thank you very much. Grand Gedeh has so many issues on a local level. And the first, I want to deal with these issues on the basis of their priority. Number one, we don't have unity in Grand Gedeh County. Among all of the tribes, the 16 tribes in Grand Gedeh County, we have problems. The Gwawo people got a problem with the Gwawo people on land issue. The Putu people got a problem with the Chian people on Jebo. The Putu people say Jebo belongs to them, Chian people say Jebo belongs to them. That's a conflict. The Putu people and the Kunawo people, they got an issue. So there are issues all around the place that has to do with land. The Kana people and the Kunawo people got issue with boundary. These are issues that I believe that the caucus need to have a complete oversight on. We need to get involved to take care of these issues because unity should be our strength. Unity should be our strength. Then when we come out, we come into the issue. I don't know how many times you have been to Grand Gedeh, but by the time you cross Sesto River, there is a gate. The people that are at that gate, there are about 5 or 6 different security sectors grouped there. The DEA, the immigration, the police, the FDA, the fire service, all of them are at that gate. When you enter that gate, the driver got to pay everybody before he crosses. The motorcyclist got to pay everybody before he crosses. Then you come to Zletown, there is a gate. Then you come to Zwadu. Before you enter Zwadu, at Garetown border, there is a gate. When you go into Kunabo, 3 kilometers away from, maybe 2 kilometers away from Zwadu, there is a gate. You go to Boundary, there is a gate. You go to Babotown, there is a gate. Now, only criminals that you can have gate around like that. Anywhere you go outside of Zredu, you go to Cheers Donning, there's a gate. You go to Niawo, there's a gate. You go to Garetown, there's a gate. Now, my brother tell me, how many criminals are in the whole crime section here that there are so many gates and we don't have crisis? It's been 20 years after the war, but the gates are increasing. Do you think we need freedom of movement? Yes, we do need freedom of movement. If we are fighting and gearing towards democracy, the three pillars of democracy: freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and freedom of movement. This is what I fought for, and this is what I signed a document for at the Accra Peace Accord. And this is what we must get. We sign onto it. People die on both sides in order to achieve this point. And once we are here, we need that freedom of movement. Then we have the issue of police. Is the police there to protect the citizens and we are the criminals? Is the DEA in the town to weed out the drug dealers? But the DEA personnel are at the gates, they are not in the town. So we need to do everything possible to have a meeting of the mind between the police and the citizens. We need to have a meeting of the mind between the DEA and the citizens. Immigration, we got to talk to the national government. Let the national government build more border points and refine existing border points so that the immigration will go to the border points and not in the heart of Zwadru or at the gate to grab Fula men or grab Madingo men. The people that are leaving from Guinea, Mali, Ghana to come to Zwadru, they got interest. They got business interest, investment interest. They find out that Grand Gedeh is supposed to be a conducive place. That's why they didn't go to Nima. They didn't go to Mosra. They came to Grand Gedeh. So in as much as they did not commit crime and they want to come buy land and raise their family in Grand Gedeh because of the calm environment, then give them the opportunity. Don't go at their door and keep arresting them. So these are the meetings of the mind that we are looking for in order for us to coexist. The story buildings that are being built, the concrete houses that are being built, most of these houses are built by aliens, by foreigners. The businesses that are in Zwadru today are built by foreigners. So we need reconciliation. We continue to flourish and to support reconciliation between the people of Nima and the people of Grand Gedeh County. As we speak today in Grand Gedeh County, we got more than 17,000 Nibayans in Grand Gedeh. 7,200 of that number registered to vote. They got voting ID card and they voted for me. So we need to continue to enrich that relationship. So that Grand
Mr. Goa? Yeah, go ahead with your second comment. So I go to I think Teresa Joey want to say hi to the senator. Then we'll close. We'll go to the senator. Go ahead with your second point.
Yeah, honorable man, I want to thank you very much. Some of these are some of the things that we foresee when we were in the vanguard and advocating for you to ascend to this leadership platform so that you can help our brothers out there, to bring them to the discourse. But one thing I didn't really hear you touching on in your deliberation, on my question, is the issue of education.
Okay, I think you will get to the question in your closing comment. We asked for 2 hours. We'll be on with 2 hours with the senator. So let's get Teresa all the time to speak. Senator, please put the man or next concern on the issue of education in the county, Grand Gedeh. Teresa Joe, you got 1 minute.
Yes, okay. First, I would like to say thank you to Mr. Double for bringing this to light and for advocating for our people. And I would like to congratulate Mr. Yaya. I personally know Mr. Yaya from Philadelphia because I live in the state of Pennsylvania for many years. And when he was running for Grand Gedeh Association. But this man here, he's a true leader. and we have no doubt in him that he will be there for our people, that he will speak up because he's fearless. Nobody can bully him. And I'm happy that he's in the house to represent us. But my only regret here is that one honorable hero was alive. I watched a video on Print of show where he literally cried out for help, but none of his colleagues came to his rescue. He did mention Honorable Zoe Pino name while he was still alive. Nobody came to his rescue. Why? They busted man's vehicle.
The Chian district president, to answer that question, the Chian district president in the United States called meeting between the people, try to solve the problem between the kinsmen back home. Ellis Grant was involved in that meeting. Representative Grant, Representative E-Raw, the late E-Raw was in that meeting. The only person who refused to come to that meeting was Joe Emmanuel Peno. So when you're trying to settle something between somebody, everybody got to come to the table. But when one party keep avoiding the table, the problem will not be solved. So people try to get involved in the process.
Why Zoe come out the way he came on Jason Jerusalem explaining the other day? You know, I watched his whole video. I watched his body language. I watched his tone of voice. It was very sad. It was not remorseful at all. From what I pick her and I get her analyze, he was not remorseful. And I felt very bad for a sitting senator. Somebody lost their life. This is somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody's husband. And you sitting like comfortable, you know, explaining to the public. It was very sad.
Okay.
I just regret that we lost a great leader. Okay. And this is a lesson learned. For all of us to open our eyes. The young leader that coming up, they need to really open their eyes.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Double, again, I would like to say thank you for bringing this to light. And Mr. Yaya, I would like to encourage you. Don't get tired. Keep fighting for your people. Keep fighting. The same way we started that meeting, that small meeting in the basement in Philadelphia, that led you to my bureau today, and I know you can do it. You will do more than that. And we will be here to support you morally and financially. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, Honorable Yaya, thank you very much for the time here with us. So I would like you to give you some time now so we can, close the door. It's getting dark. The sunlight was up, and now everything is dark right there in Monrovia. So let us give you the time to climax this. And people will ask questions what people didn't do, what they didn't do. The people try to get involved when Mr. Yaya and Michelle having some disagreement, and somebody try to get involved. Two of me, the person, three of us, or whoever getting involved, we got to sit on the table to iron out our differences. If I refuse to go to the table, how that problem going to be solved? I'm part of the Chin district development here. I attended that meeting when Senator Marshall Dennis or Senator Ellis Grant came, Representative Grant came to the meeting, to the call. E-Raw came, Joe would call, Joe said he's not going to want the people, anything the people agree on, they say that's what he said. So I don't think to me he was willing to put that thing on the table and talk that piece or smoke that piece point. But Mr. Yaya, that'll have you to have your parting comment.
Mr. Double, thank you very much, and I'd like to take the time as well to thank all of my brothers and sisters in the diaspora who participated on the show tonight. I have been struggling to get to this position so that I can make a difference. What most of you know me of is that I fought war. And some of the Grandians have also been saying that I need to go to war crime court. But as I always said, you got to sue me and I got to see the rate, then I will go to war crime court. But as far as I'm concerned, I stand behind what I've done. But this time, I spent 20 years in the United States going to school. I work for the white people, earn $70,000 every year as holding one of the highest positions in the mental health field in New York City. I live in Philadelphia, and my company pay my way to come to New York and come to work every day. So I have the education and I have the experience. So I'm back home to work with my people. I don't want any confusion. The confusion that was had, it was a call. It was a glorious call to come and perform and liberate our people. That has been done, and today we want to be a different people. We want to fight a political fight to bring the deliverable goods to our people. And I alone cannot do it. I alone will not be able to do it. It needs a team of 5 elected persons. Now we are 4. We should not at any time devise any means to break anybody from this caucus. All 4 of us are very important and we need to work together. So I'm asking all of you, the Grandians, to appeal to Honorable Zopeno. I have not at any time called his name. If he feels he's a big fish, believe me, there are a lot of big fishes. I live in Grand Gedeh. From the time I left government in 2006, I went to my village. I lived there among the people. I know who a big fish is. And it never crossed my mind that Zopeno is a big fish because I don't see him as a big fish. If he's a big fish, then maybe he's a big fish in bubble. But it never crossed my mind. But I do know and I do believe that a person of Beatrice Guyon cannot and will not be able by herself to kill Ira Madison. Somebody got to be with her. Somebody got to be part. And that person who was part of it is a big fish. Now, you want to do your own thinking, you can do your own thinking. I'm not a security, but I'm a traditional person as well. But my goal here tonight is your bags open. I don't owe him anything. I'm not against him. Yes, he beat me, but I'm still alive. I'm used to beating. Beating is my second name. People beat me so many times. But this time, I want him and I need him to work with me so that we can do whatever we need to do, along with Honorable Marie Johnson, along with Honorable Jacob Dibby, the 4 of us that are here now as the caucus members, so that we can find our leadership and get to work. Let's stop all this small children playing. There should be no child among us right now. We are all adults. Our people believe in us and they give us this position. And we should not damage their trust. Tonight, I want to say thank you to all of you. I need your support. I need your prayers. Pray for all of us, the caucus members. Let the cohesion remain. Let it remain very high on a very high percentage level so that we can work together. And thank you. Please feel free anytime. You call me, give me your advice. One hair can't make it. We need all of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Yaya. And thanks for coming on to the show here and talking to your people. Thank you very much. And we'll talk later. Bye.
Thank you very much.
That's the senator elect there, the Honorable Thomas Yaya. He would just spent 2 hours and 18 minutes with us. And I think that was good. We want to see our lawmakers. The next person I'll interview will be Marie Johnson. I will invite Marie Johnson to come on here, the representative, the elect of Kunamo District. Then I will try to get Jacob Dibby to come on here. But this coming Thursday here, I'm going to have the Honorable Rufus Bayon. He's going to be my special guest on Thursday. But at the same time, 12 noon here, my time, Eastern time, and 11 a.m. If you're in Minneapolis, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, or Chicago, Wisconsin area, it's going to be 11 a.m. But when you're in the Philly area and going on to North Carolina, South Carolina, or New York and all that area, it's going to be 12 p.m. If you're in Liberia, it's going to be 5 p.m. I'm going to have Rufus Williams, who's talking Grand Gedeh County. He once served the county, the Bazon District. He was the senator, the representative of Bazon District, former representative of Bazon District. He's going to be my special guest here. And those of you who saying this is a sessional thing, you got to get it wrong. Joe Man from Kunembo. So why are you talking about sessional here? You don't know your own country geographical location. You don't even know your country history. You just spew out things out of your head. This is the Prince Darbar show. We don't take things here. Open the line, people call in, and they had a time, and they had a comment to the honorable man. But if people want to call in and be disrespectful, they don't want to tell you. I told them I want to cut you off, and I was going to do that. But every call came through. The call was very much respectful. People asked their question, and they said what they could say, and it got away with. I mean, they interacted with the honorable man. Michael Goa asked his question. The honorable man spoke to the question. The honorable man answered spoke to other issue, and the honorable man said there was a big fetch behind the death of Iran. So why is it that the only people who are actually concerned about this big fish are Zoe's people? They are very few. Why he said big fish? Is Zoe the big fish? But anyway, we heard from the honorable man, Yaya said he don't consider Zoe to be a big fish. If Zoe think he's a big fish or his supporter think Zoe is a big fish, then Zoe is a big fish in the Bower area that he's coming from. But as pertaining to Grand Gedeh, Zoe is not a big fish to him. And I certainly don't think that Zoe is a big fish in Grand Gedeh County. I don't believe that. So probably I'm gonna be a big fish in my little Sabo that I'm coming from in Grand Gedeh among my own people in Sabo right there in the Kunemo area. Not even big fish in Kunemo, just little baby Sabo. I could be big fish in there. But for you to say so it's a big fish in the whole of Grand Gedeh County, man, what are you talking about, man? What got into you guys, man? With a big fish thing? Well, Yaya said the big fish into this thing, so he automatically talking about Zoe panel. Come on, man. But anyway, we got 30 minutes here to pop it out here. Then we're gonna get out of here in the next 30 minutes. So I don't know if this big fish thing here, he explained it. He said, I don't know. If Zoe think he's a big fish, then I don't see it. But I don't believe that Zoe is a big fish. And he said it. The VA Moga said it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we're going to spend the next 30 minutes here. Maybe we're going to be talking about this big fish here. So call on here and join here. But this thing was carried by the flash FN took this whole thing. And a lot of radio station voice all these people play that thing down there in the county. So a lot of people got the information and got the honorable man speaking to the people. The honorable man got involved. I guess he knew tradition, so he got involved in the whole process of that. But the big fish. I want to know what the big fish, Mr. Goa, you been in, what the big fish coming about? Big fish.
The honorable man defined why
now, Mr. Goa here going to analyze the show a little bit here. You know, my co-host, but he been away for a long time here in Gedeh. I'm breaking them, but so let the man analyze the show. The big fish.
The honorable man is the one that used the word. The honorable man is the one that used the word, and then he came on to define it for us. So, I mean, he said it clearly that as a traditional person, no one person can play with. There's always collaboration. And it's in that sense that he said that woman is not alone. There is a big fish behind. That means there are other people. There are other people who are using her. That in the thing that she did, she's not alone. That's what he's trying to say. Mm-hmm. So we're people misconstrue to say that it may be referring to a particular person. I mean, I don't really understand it. I don't know where they're coming from. I know they can read people's minds and say things. You know, it's just, amazing. Yeah. But it is a good.
Then bring Edward Tar here. Edward Tar got to know about big fish.
But to explain themselves. Now the honorable man has come out tonight to explain himself. Mm-hmm. So there's no need that will listen to who can be saying and calling is open, the next day is open. They just, they get on their own story. I don't think so. I don't think that the honorable man is a friend of so to say if he refers to so to say so is the one I'm speaking to. There's something that God did tonight that he said that you don't like. He said that he didn't bite his tongue about it. So this thing we should stop it when somebody says something you understand it
All the person ask him. The man is our employee. If he is saying something or doing something that would this level can interfere with him, he will listen to us. So there he is. I mean, you call him. I mean, when the honorable man appeared, and he was able to explain to us why he never.
Big fish. You don't.
And now they're not we are trying to use it as a propaganda. And then there's no time for politics. We talk about putting out there that is how we can develop our country. There are a lot of things the honorable men lay out in there. All the small confusion like in our country that we're not even talking. We're not talking development around here.
Mr. Wadey, load the team behind you.
Very disappointing.
Yeah, there are a lot of things. That they need to we need to do in our place, and we are doing the petty 14 and 18. A lot of development need to go to that county. The big fish. But anyway, he made it clear to Ned that Zoe is not a big fish. So when he said big fish, he was not referring to Zoe. As far as he's concerned, Zoe is not a big fish in Grand Gedeh County. So let me hear from Edward Tar. Or let's hear from Edward Tar.
Oh, Mr. Daba?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much, brother. You know, what's going on here? It's very nice. I mean, I respect everybody. But the thing is, it is good to talk the truth, to say the truth. I mean, truth sometimes will hurt, but it is nothing but the truth. I mean, I don't think Honorable Yaya Nimely scared of anybody. Those that know Honorable or Nimely, he not scared of nobody. So he's gonna say it to your face. Okay? But let's look at this thing. You know, there are a lot of examples that people will give when it comes to this kind of thing. From the arrest and prosecution of the late Gerald Juru and the late Colonel Andrew Gaba. From the prosecution of Ofori Dia and Co. From the disappearing of my brother
Alfred Donner.
Now to the death of Honorable Era Madison Graham. I mean, are you the only person that people would be accusing of everything? Think about it. If this is your children, and they continue to accuse somebody, this person did this thing. I mean, we are human beings. Okay? And when this thing happened, every time the bishop honor the law, nobody say anything. Because we scared. I don't want to say no, this thing gotta stop. We gotta face the truth. And not true heights. But we know the hands that were behind the arrest and prosecution of the late General Chaju and the late Andrew Dover. The arrest of Ofori Dia and Co. We know the person that behind those things. So where are you guys still hiding? We know you are. You can hide, but we know you. And we'll face you. Thank you, Mr. Dollar.
Okay, thank you very much. The big fish.
When we got a new power, man, we need better things than what's going on right now.
There's a comment from our sister. She said the big fish should be in the sea, not in Grand Gedeh County.
Okay.
The big fish should be in the sea, not in the.
That's why you come out of the sea.
So, Mr. Goa.
Yeah, Prince.
Yeah, so I mean, the honorable man spoke his mind. Let me bring this guy from Africa, La Côte d'Ivoire. La Côte d'Ivoire.
Hello, Prince.
Yeah.
Yes, I think Tomo Yaya's statement it should be a relief for Zoe and his people. The reason why is he said there's a message that behind the death
one minute, comfort white praying to God so God can kill the big fish.
Yeah. You understand? You understand? And as I think many of us were born and reared in the interior and we know what beef fish really is, even though beef fish has so many categories. But from my understanding, beef fish is somebody, a leader in the that world that had influence over the that world society. And he or she can order and say, well, I want somebody to be eliminated. And that person is influential and he can do or she can do that. So Tomo Yaya being a traditional man, I mean, I know what he means. And he says Zopeno is not a big fish. He may be a big fish in the area, but not the whole of Grand Gedeh. But he said there's a big fish. So if Zo people consider to insist that you're referring to Zopeno, then who are we to say they're not Zopeno? But as far as concerned, and I know my uncle very well, he always spoke in parable. And I know what he's trying to say. So, I mean, so there's a big fish. I agree. There's a big fish that beyond the devil era, Madison Graham. No doubt about that. But Tomo Yaya did not accuse Joe Penn of being a big. He said Joe is Joe is not a big fish in Grand Gedeh. And for sure, Joe is not a big fish. When you talk about big fish, you talk about on the traditional side. And so it's not even secretary or whatever from the traditional side. So why would people feel why would they feel never? So that's it, Mr. Dobo.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother.
And Fale Isaac say we have Gedeh and big fish in Grand Gedeh. He got it. Mr. Yaya, but Mr. General Yaya deserves respect from Joe. Nancy Gallo, yeah, man. Beef cyst. Whole day we can't hear in our ear. Quote unquote, big fish. Who the care fit? Let them wear it. Yeah, that's from Grace. Who the care fit? The man said beef in Grand Gedeh. Then you getting feeding.
Oh, praying, and I can't face in the Yaya friend the farming day for all. When people doing wish and things, and they can't begin that there's one person that can be, people can be beyond there. Now, what the mentor when the man continue to say is that look, you're a traditional man, and in a wish thing around, well, at one point can kill somebody in wish. The way continue to explain. So when you talk about beef, the way you're talking about.
Yeah.
So I don't know what they want to say.
Yeah. The man said there's a big fish.
Yeah. You know?
And the man said that the woman is not only here alone. So you stop. I thought one of the student woman. The man said I'm a kid woman. You leave the woman alone. There's a big fish. That's called this. I call it big fish name. But you kill her now, you're not gonna get the big fish. So
what is it? Yeah. I said it. So we are saying why you do them when they can't win college, they always do confessing and calling all the people names.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was not speaking from utopia. That was speaking from experience.
Hey, Alicia lady, she said that be careful or a shark. the thing more than shark, that feel well okay, Marison, that be feel that behind that thing too big. So thank you, Mr. Tomorrow we're gonna have another group that this group form that they are there for justice and peace, and they will be here tomorrow. That they're headed by Demetrius Zoe, Jefferson Solo, Mercy Gallo. There are a lot of people. Beverly, Gidi, Todi. There are a lot of people in that group. They're gonna be here tomorrow to actually tell us. It'll be the same time, 12 noon. So they'll be here tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Mercy Gallo in our group. Can you believe that?
What is the name of the group?
They call themselves. Let me see. I got their name somewhere around I got that name right here. Justice and Accountability Movement. JAAM.
Justice and Accountability Movement.
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yeah, they'll be here tomorrow to literally speak to us.
Jump. Oh, but is it a JAA? Well, what is that for?
And they all they got members in Australia, Paris, France. I think in Spain, they all over. They will be here. And they will be here. Mr. Gay from all the way Paris. What part of Paris you coming from?
Good afternoon, Prince. Good afternoon from my end.
What part of Paris you coming joining us from today?
Oh, from Paris City, it's a
Paris City. You heard the senator. The senator said there's a big fish. No, he said there's a big fish that beyond the whole thing. And then Joe people and the other people say that the man calling Joe big fish. And he said he heard him, he said Joe is not a big fish. It's probably big fish in Babylon and two zones combined, but it's not all over the country. What's your take on the senator interview?
Yeah, Prince, thank you. The senator spoke very well, like what we call a leader. Okay? When you are a leader, you speak to the matter, you speak to the issues, you speak to what is going on. You speak to what concerning the people at the very time, You don't come and explain your whole life, from A to Z. No. There is a time for everything. There is a time for you to come and defend yourself. There is a time for you to come and show to the people that you are the man of the situation. So you don't just mess up things. When you are a leader, you got to be wise. Okay? What Honorable Yaya did tonight, today, it talks to every one of us. Unless those who have that mindset that, when you're not done talking, it should be another person. But for me, I'm convinced that this kind of leader we need in our county. I never supported Honorable Yaya, in the going election, but the way he speaks today, I see in him a leader. I'm not forced to be a supporter of Honorable Yaya to understand that this man have great Gedeh in heart. Okay? And let us say thank you to Honorable Yaya because you were on ground at that time. Prince, just imagine if you were in Moravia or out of Liberia at that time. What was going to happen? With 5,000 people in the street, angry. Okay? And the army men that were ready to even shoot. The army man that took a gun. And you listen to the honorable man.
Yeah,
there was an army man.
He the man with a gun. Hey, one of the guy with a gun, boy. He said, "Man, put a gun down. You got your TD here. What are you gonna do with almost
exactly so. So, on the honorable man, not gonna be like, stupid. Excuse me for the word, but the other army man or policeman, I don't know who he was. You were gonna do some kind of thing, and if we're going to, make the people angry again. Maybe people are gonna die there. You understand? So thank God that Honorable Yaya was there and the people were able to listen to their leader. When a leader speaks, praise, the people listen to their leader. But when someone speaks, people say, oh man, who get time for you? It means that you're not a leader. You see? So we thank God for Honorable Yaya, for God breaking it at that very time. And at this very moment, it was very important for us. And we pray, okay, that the other who were also elected, for district number 3 and district number 2, they will join Honorable Yaya so they can build Grand Gedeh. And one thing I just want to, maybe he's not here anymore, but maybe when I get to reach to Honorable Yaya, what I'll tell him, let them work together for that road I'm going to Grand Gedeh. We will all support. When it costs for we, the outside, for the poor, 100 together, or 500 together, we can do it, Prince. We can do it so that road can be built, and so that people can start suffering. So that the message I get from the honorable man and for all the leaders in Grand Gedeh.
Thank you very much, Mr. Armstrong. Answer
So
Gay.
tomorrow, Prince, before I leave, tomorrow will be on your show, the justice and accountability. You see, as I said the last time, beyond every disappointment, beyond every deception, there is a blessing. There's a time that God wanted for us to come together because there was too much of division in Grand Gedeh. So right now, we're not even talking about politics. We're not talking about CDC, Unity Party. No, we are under the same umbrella right now. What we're fighting for right now is justice and accountability to all the leaders, not to one person. We are not here targeting one person, but any person that will be elected in Grand Gedeh County next time, know that there are people who will ask you for accountability. When we gave you 6 years, or we gave you 9 years, before we elect you again, we will ask you what you have done during our 6 or 9 years. When we see that you are not doing anything, we're going to educate our people to not vote for you anymore. When our people are stupid and they vote for you, we will call you back. We will fight to find signatures and to impeach you. So it will start right now. We're going to start it right now. We're not here anymore to do that, to eat a crab with sheep. No. No more. We are in 2024. We are having time again to joke. We have to build Grand Gedeh, and the only way to build Grand Gedeh is for us to be serious. So we need a county of justice and accountability to all our leaders. So tomorrow we'll be on your show. I'm inviting everybody to be on the show tomorrow. We're going to discuss about that. With those that want to join, or they can join, or those that are having questions. But concerning all Grand Gedehans, it is not for I alone. It is not for the leadership that come in, but it's for everybody, so that we can build Grand Gedeh with a good foundation. That any leader that comes in tomorrow, they will know that next time I have to show accountability to my people. You will not come here to say, "Oh, I buy 100,000 car, I build or 2 million house, I do this." No. We're going to ask you, what have you done for the Grand Gedehans? That's the question we're going to ask you. If you have no answer to that, then we impeach you. We call you back, and then we take another person. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Armstrong Gay.
So Armstrong Gay leaving now. Who's the leader of the organization?
Well, man, then when
you will know tomorrow.
Then when they coming for tomorrow?
You will know tomorrow, my brother. You will know tomorrow. Tomorrow be on the show. You will know tomorrow.
Yeah, you can. I will be on it. Let me the call coming back tomorrow.
Be there tomorrow. I will not tell the whole show now. Be there tomorrow, my brother.
You say I gotta pray for Yaya
so that
before the beef go after him with a routier. He said we need to pray for the beef not here to swing to Yaya get a lot of faith in the play when he coming from. You got the Kavara passing right side Yaya then Europe behind it.
But pray the baby fish always in big water. But Yaya is in a small water. Do you think the baby fish can go in small water?
I know.
They can go there.
Yeah, the woman say on pray for Yaya before the beef go grab Mr. Yaya.
No. You pray for me. I will say you pray for the big fish. Let the big fish change. That's all. Let's pray for the big fish.
Yeah, they will come on tomorrow.
Tomorrow you get more information tomorrow, bro.
That hero, yeah. That Debbie Dean. The beef. When the woman coming for she and guessing Jeru whole day. Secret admirer guessing Jeru admiring the woman admiring guessing Jeru. Yeah, guessing a mercy got it on a secret admirer level. She said she coming on 3 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. Central Time to deal with guessing Jeru. Mercy having a show either poor blood pressure can claim. I say, let me play a little bit of Zoe for those of the people who didn't watch it. So we can listen. So we have made for what we call interview. And Jerry,
put the numbers out, but before we put the numbers out, I want to go to my brother Charlie Yudokla. Charlie, I like I said, I have 3 recordings here, 3 audio recordings. Okay.
I come in before Charlie come in. Yeah. Before Charlie come in, I just want to get my charger and get the phone charged. So when you go off, so they can say, "Oh, the man, time for us to talk." So if they not see me like I'm walking out to get a charger.
No problem.
Listen to Jason say here in the you got 3 recordings of the people in Kunembo discussing and lying on Zoe, but he didn't want to put the people in trouble. So then why bring about it? Why talk about it? Say you don't want to put the people in trouble. You're calling me, they will kill people. Why talk about it, Gibson? Say you dare to protect the people. You play low. You can't talk about it.
Exactly so.
The woman got to go eat. It's time to go eat. So we're gonna cut the show.
We'll go to Charlie Yudokla for now. I will take him from on air. When he come, I will see him and bring him. But Charlie, I got 3 recordings here. Each of the 3 recordings speak to different things, and I'm a little bit confused now. People calling from Queenembo and saying, "Oh, we are here. They're trying to force the woman to lie on you." Where is this thing going? What is the truth about it? What do you know?
Look, guessing first and foremost, Charlie is a realist. I don't suppose so because in the depth of our medicine going. But from all
why you didn't ask him to get over recordings?
Jason say you can't get out recording to nobody. He's protecting lives and property, people their life in grinding. But what Jason did on his interview, that the people that before the people call, he warned the people. So what the fuck who warned the people at the threat, not even warning. That all the people who come and call here, the cell phone company got people names. So when you call here and you knew different names and you say things, you get evidence, we'll go after you. Yeah. Then Jason concluded. I asked Jason for. I said, well, I get the benefit of the doubt to Zoe, but you're a journalist. Do you think journalists will say people who call here? Yeah, you say yeah. If for example, Jason will give a phone to somebody, they put a chip in the phone and they call and they say thing there, they will go after the pool. Being trouble to go after the pool. Jason said it.
No. They
don't want to be known. They're like, all right, yeah, in the FBI here, the guy people who can come and say, well, I'm going to give info out to the FBI. I don't want my name. They get the info, they go. FBI go and follow all that information they go get. Then Jason said the people who come in to say that, yeah, that Madison came and E-Raw, that Madison, I was there when Madison. The people come and call. And when you call,
they get Prince. Prince, when the people call you, sir, when the people call you, they can even change their voice so the people can recognize them.
So saying that he will go over in the whole Labrador, in the GSM company, all the Lone Star, Cellcom, and go and find people who call and take things and lie on him. Can you believe that? But for seeing that why you can say the young boy we got to review it, we'll take it from Gibson. I want Papa come say like I will leave the young boy on him and saying in Labrador. But when he come back here, we want to rescue them down here and see how he got a young boy. When you probably be a junior young boy. And when you go, you know that you go and jump behind, so that you go and jump behind here, and man doesn't get real. You remember that story?
So gotta review
the man said we gotta review this cattle. So you must know that Papa went behind there and impinged their hard son and removed them from office. You not just impinged their leader. Or he removed them from office in the middle of the net.
Don't kill me.
They brought 3 people to replace the people. This Omega Kara way outside. You're not used to the hall in the street. The chairman in the street.
say Senator Penu said that.
That's what I meant. Yeah, when Senator said it, but now it's Gibson.
Now Gibson, you know, the sale kind of thing. Lola, he was bought by Penu. He turned to a PR for Penu.
Yeah, he turned to a serious PR. Because for him to say that, I was sending a recording to him saying, "You listen to the man. It's corrupted."
But Prince, they were coming to kill that woman though. Located on Yaya there.
Yeah, they were going to kill that woman.
They're going to kill that woman.
But I want to preach Yaya. If they want Yaya not coming to beat the right spot, don't you want to come to do more damage?
Oh yeah.
Man, listen to the police were odd number. The army post how many army in the poor maze?
3.
Security personnel were not even plenty in the place. So and then they call Yaya. They listen. Thank God they listen to Yaya. But after that, they say that Yaya will instigate the whole thing. Yeah, instigation. They want everything to go down. Or come after everything is the fire is going down.
No.
In the middle when the fire.
I will let it destroy everything totally.
You quiet thing down. Be quiet in the beginning.
Prince, that's something. King, I know, or what the honorable man said, what honorable Yaya said, when they put a king to arrest the boys in the mud that Kahish, and they were talking that honorable Zoe sent them.
Yeah, but the man, people there, my man. We got one live or Bob we're going to arrest your man in Grand Gedeh there. Who pointed out, you know, he didn't want to say all that.
And Prince, they were having a list already since Morovia. You can't remember with the list. So how did they get
a list?
How did they get a list? There was no investigation. You see? There was no investigation. They just get a list, the king, they arrest everybody, arrest those beginners. And one of the bosses said, I'm not running away.
Yeah, that's what the judge said. I can't have very put on that y'all gotta go there. Y'all want to see the warrant they use to arrest the people? How they got it name, how they got the property value, and all those kind of things. Joe said he had a save.
And yesterday, Prince, I was telling James, I said, but who get it off? He said, no one get out of. No one get out of. I wasn't even saying yesterday.
No, yeah.
I said, no, someone got to get out of. The police can't just wait and go arrest people.
Yeah.
But anyway, now how you looking?
Yeah. The Edward Bangao, eh? And when you're going to keep doing sectional association, they met here at Bowo man. They met on the other side in the coast who mean at Kunkunemo district. They met from Chien district. Then he stayed doing sectional. What kind of guys? So where you not going to school beyond saying when?
But Prince, you know.
I man, yeah, from same way I play. Don't play beyond hotel then town. I went to school. I can they man on the phone here. They man on the phone here. Or Marco Goa from Chien district. A Chien man. Print double. Kunembo man. Edward Tar from what? From Johnson, eh?
Johnson.
Yeah, that Mami Tar brother. And Answer gay and the woman Answer gay from Bow. Then he still doing session. So I don't know what Michael. What is the section? I think the guy confusing the section to you.
No, but you know, Prince. Honorable Zopin, an big brother. You know, so in I have a session in there.
No, but I'm letting you show all of the people who on the line here right now. They instead doing session thing, and they put in on the show. They pull the call in on the show. Most of them, Doru, James City, Beverly Kuste, you know, Harris, Michael V, Romeo, Adino Solo. These are all people from Chien district. Then how can you viewer Okan Chien district? And only person I called in from Kunembo was Sam Woody. Sam Woody and myself, I wouldn't want from Sam Kunembo. Then he stayed doing sectional. I think Baga would need education. And he said he the media guy for Joe Penal movement. So need all man who was Zoom who did talk, man. Yeah, what man? What did chat? Yeah, man. What? What did you do? You what did chat again?
Looking at the looking at a blue, they know that red or that red. Why you crying red when everything had that blue? It meant I couldn't even make a chain, from Johnson.
Yeah, that's why the guy asking, he said, you up, man, you up from Kunembo. What boy was actually a quite confusing hunter son. He's confused. He said, what? But the man what we're talking about is not from Kunembo. So what? Where boy about Kunembo Benny here? So okay, yeah. Oh, my man, everything from Bazon.
That's somebody that made them to say that the big face that's open because how they can define their own thing.
Yeah, how they can define their thing, I think, yeah. Because so now the papa say there's a big fish. You say your leader woman here, you shouldn't have a woman here. There's a big fish in the thing. But let me play Mr. the Earl Man recording where he was speaking to the people at the I don't know it will play.
Oh, at the radio station?
No, to the
maybe I think the man tried to say I think the man want to say that you are biased.
Yeah, you can say I biased, but you sectional association. There is nothing here sectional here about this whole thing here. We are all Grangians, but we're not from the same section. Yeah,
no,
we're not from the same section. The majority of the people that called tonight are from Chien district. He Bagao said from Chien district. He's not from Bazon. He's from Chien district, and he's a Bawo man. Obviously, he's my Dodi. But all one day or do that session this year. The guy don't go there when just random clock in here, he said the man eating cold boy. They told almost 30 minutes to tell the man who can eat cold boy here. I said, remember Romeo? I told just the class, man, all get eat cold boy, did that cold boy, all right, eat cold boy. So yeah, did that your cold boy, let you take it for yeah, he says so whatever Zoro side, don't sister that cool and hold it and causing noise. And you understand the issue. I caution the men out there were Brazil. Everybody equal, so leave that cool talk there. All our now equal. The old man, without playing suit, you have playing rest. Oma get crawl, Oma business small crawl, and business up put the palm oil on the thing, and put small salt in your whipping. I want your go for I get down with meat and soup. So everybody now you go, but it got to do got it that day. Yeah, so we waiting for Mercy Garo. She coming on. We want to hear what she's going to say. So that hey gentlemen, must say coming live. Oh, yeah, 1 year. I will tag Ire.
I beg you, man.
No, I gotta tag. Oh, she gotta listen to a citizen coming to speak. Must say Garo when you ready, you tag me. I will tag Ire. We got.
We'll talk later. I'm waiting for Jim. That Jim come on tomorrow. I got a lot of questions for Jim.
Yeah. I will send you the link. Okay. But I want for you, me, and GD to do one show. Then we're coming back together now. You are bringing people together. I said, you are bringing people together.
Oh yeah, you are a strong man, you know.
Yeah, you print double, print double. Marco Goa, viewer David Okan, and GD Tori on the same platform discussing issue. You know what I mean? So I will tag when Mercy comes on. I will tag Isaac, you know what, the vice president, and Marco, the membership guy. I will tag all of y'all. Y'all don't worry, y'all be there. I will see y'all. Bye. Bye.